everybody. Good evening and welcome to the funnest, gayest little endeavor you're going to be a part of for the next couple of hours. It's the Steel Toe Evening Show. I can't read this.
Why?
I can't read this. There's no way. Pile drop, I can read that. I drink your milkshake, I can read that. Can anyone tell me what this says?
Don't ever do that.
Wait, can you see? Oh, you can kind of see from the
A little bit.
April thought that I was showing you the actual contents of the note that she passed me. She thought she would be very funny before the show and pass me a note that would make it look like it was in my possession, possession being 9/10 of the law, of course. Mm-hmm. And she would have terrible words that she wrote on it, offensive words, gamer words, some would say.
Gamer words.
And then it would look like I did it, which of course I did not. I don't write things like that. I shout them loudly at the gym. Because
in the locker room, right?
I figure this between this word and this word that covers just about everyone in the gym.
Why are you saving that?
It's adorable. I'm more sentimental than you are, I guess.
The first one's probably me and the second one's you, right?
They can both be both. You mean like identity-wise?
Yeah.
No.
No?
And no.
Oh.
Absolutely.
See, I would have went that one too.
I mean, you might think that. I don't know. I certainly don't.
For me.
No, for me. You said this one would be me. I would hope that you wouldn't think that.
They're both very offensive.
But who knows? Yes, they're both remarkably offensive. Don't give me those. But I think those
How about
two.
this one?
I don't think there is. That doesn't describe anybody in the gym. That's for sure. Those people don't work out.
Not even the owner?
No, that he's. We need a different word. For him. But yeah, there's this one, and then everyone who's not this one is pretty much this one.
There's combinations.
There's some of these.
Yeah.
Oh.
I've met a couple.
That's true. The one that walked by today, and April goes, "Oh, that guy's always respectable when he works out." I'm like, well, yeah, he looks like,
I don't think he is, though.
Well, you don't. How do you know? How can you really know?
There's a certain air about them.
There's a certain, yeah.
Yeah.
But he looked a little twinky. Twinky dinky, if you will.
Yeah, he had a coat on.
There was an air of twink there. So
try saying that to him, see what happens.
Fuck him up. Well, at any rate, welcome to the show. We have a very one. I'm not ready to do a show.
I'm not either.
I'm not prepared.
It's not the evening
to
for
do.
us.
It's not a good night for us to be doing a show this evening. April writes like Gino speaks. That's fair enough.
It's true.
Von Kaiser says, y'all going to talk over that music, Johnny Rock. I didn't get to hear any Johnny Rock today. I wanted to, but all they do is play music now.
Really?
Yeah.
They gave up on him or what?
Every time you try to tune into some Johnny Rock and get to hear some good local morning radio, they're always playing music. I guess that's what the people want when they turn on the radio, because Lord knows you can't get it anywhere else. Atomic Citizen says, Aaron is to blame for my boner. Well, there's one. Rexstart Parody account says, the teacher always catches the person getting the note, not the one passing it. Exactly. And that's what this whole thing was about.
It's true.
Me getting caught with that note.
I'm trying to bury him.
Did you rat on the salesman yet? First of all, not a salesman. Criminal. And no, I haven't seen him. So maybe he's wise.
I had a theory that maybe somebody else ratted on him because I haven't seen him for all week, I don't think.
Yeah, I have not seen it. No Pen 50. Oh, I'm sorry. Jason Snyder says the very one and only. I have no idea what that means, but thank you very much for saying that. Fair and oh my goodness, we got to thank a couple of people right off the bat this morning. Thank you to Fair and Balanced with $10. Says, love you guys. Please play and spread the word on the Eliza Blue trailer I dropped, where Aaron's beautiful voice is heard like a choir of angels explaining one of the greatest grifters of all time. I have not listened to this yet. I didn't know that my voice was under the whole thing.
I just saw her message right before the show, and she did say that she included your voice.
All right. Well, I will. Look, anything
We'll
that has
listen.
my voice included, of course I'm going to play it.
Thank you, Farron.
Of course. And $20 from the Tigger next door says, random fact for everyone. The M1 Abrams tank has never been shot down in air-to-air combat. Now, second of all, we're going to talk about the M1 Abrams tank thing. I think I've got that for tomorrow's show. Remember when we talked about, what's his name? Zelensky in Ukraine today. Corey and I were fascinated that of all the people he wanted to thank, he thanked BlackRock, JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs. This is 100% true. He thanked the M1 Abrams tank and Patriot missiles. This is not a bit I've come up with.
Oh.
And then he said, we're looking to acquire M1 Abrams tanks. And then today I see an article while I'm prepping tomorrow's show. We're going to be sending M1 Abrams tanks over to the Ukraine. Should be great.
Wow.
Should work out.
We're so generous.
Nothing but working out in our favor right there. 2:15 away from tonight's goal. Thank you to everybody who has been chipping in early. There's all your Streamlabs and PayPal links right there in the chat. Of course, as you see, Super Chats and memberships work as well. Joe Smash says, I bought Green Inferno on Amazon the other night. Fucked up movie. Porn acting at best. Well, no, I mean, the acting is not great. You're more tuning in to see a bunch of snooty rich kids get eaten by cannibals.
Right. I still think the movie was put together well. The message got sent.
Yeah, it was an easy. Okay. Yeah, it's an easy movie to put together. Like it's pretty straightforward. It's not like there's twists and turns and like all of a sudden the cannibals are all Jewish accountants at the end. I mean, it is. You get what it is when you watch The Green Inferno. KF with $5 says, check out the shop clip I sent you. It'll revitalize your mind and make you feel less tarded. Well, that's good. Oh, and Tigger next door, first Shaka dance of the night. Anything over $10 gets a Shaka dance. There you go.
Don't hit him.
Gino Bisconti enthralled by Shaka. He absolutely loves him, which should surprise absolutely nobody.
We could make him one of his own.
No, that's my Shaka.
Damn.
There's only one Shaka.
Maybe the girlfriend.
And it's for me. Yeah, you can. I mean, there can be a girl Shaka. That's totally fine. He can have the bitch Shaka. I get the OG. Farron with another $10 says, y'all are about to see my amazing editing skills from my TV news days. Twitter is also banning people linking the World Star website video because Elisa got it taken down. People like, I've on Twitter today when I got my Twitter back after 12 hours from the quartering. Or quartering fans, whichever one it was. After I got my Twitter back, I noticed that a bunch of people are still getting banned from Twitter because of Eliza Blue calling her out. And then YouTube has she got the YouTube video taken down of her twerking music video because it doesn't really help the whole I was a victim thing.
Oh, but it's some of her best work.
Well, it's still on World Star Hip Hop.
Oh, thank God.
So it's still, you can still see it, but
got to get them booty cheeks out there.
Well, those unworked on booty. April was very anti-woman in her analysis of the Eliza Blue video. She was body shaming Eliza, saying that she needed to do some squats.
It was filthy,
as it were. Rouse Sauce with $10 says, good evening, A&A. Hello, Rouse Sauce.
Hello, thank you.
God damn it, I hate this chat and I hate this show. I saw. We were at the store today, and I saw a jar of Rouse homemade sauce, and I thought of fucking Rouse Sauce and his super chats from the show.
Oh, did you really?
Yes. I can't look at Rouse Sauce now. I'll go to Las Vegas in the spring. We're taking our vacation a little earlier this year. We'll go to Las Vegas, and I'll see the Rouse. Wait, is that still open?
No, they're not, actually.
Motherfucker.
It's either that or they moved locations, but yeah, that's what I think of when I see Rouse.
All right, so I think of that son of a bitch. Fair and Balanced with another $5 says, also, yes, I had a drunken meltdown last week. Who hasn't? But saw the super chat from the other night, laughed my butt off. Thanks for the defense, April. Now, wait a minute. I want to see it. I want to link to the Fair and Balanced drunken meltdown, though.
Yeah.
I don't care if I like people or not. I love meltdowns.
They're all fun.
Yeah, meltdowns are my favorite.
Unless they're your own, of course.
With enough time, I don't mind my own meltdowns either.
I think, right, you can go back like a week or two later and then laugh.
Sure.
Much as she's doing.
I mean, my own meltdowns can be fun, too. I mean, look, whether it's a meltdown or whether it's a comedy bit, I'm usually the best at all of them. So if I'm having a meltdown, it's probably a damn entertaining meltdown.
You're so humble.
Thank you. I've got to be good at something.
I wish I could be more like you.
I do too. I've tried to show you my ways, young Padawan. So let's do a couple of things. Oh, first, I got some compound news. You know how I was a snitch last night?
Yes.
I snitched on Kevin Brennan to E-Rock without knowing it. Kevin is apparently throwing a little bit of a hissy fit and says he's not going to compound tomorrow.
Okay, so nothing changes.
I think if you're Kevin Brennan, shit or get off the pot.
Yeah, stop. He shits all over that company and he still shows up.
Yeah,
Please stop.
Okay, if you're going to, he has to do one of two things. Bitch about the $100 and tell them to go fuck themselves. Mm-hmm. Or shut the fuck up and go do your show. Nobody's impressed. Like, is the yelling and the I'm an angry guy gimmick, like, is that supposed to impress people? I get people watching it for entertainment. I understand that. But he's not a guy to be feared or like, oh shit, Brennan's playing hardball. That's not a persona to be feared because it's not like angry, aggressive, violent, I'm going to get you yelling. It's kvetching.
And it's constant.
Right.
It'd be different if you had like a couple speeds that you went at and then that one showed up sometimes.
It's not like, oh my God, we better watch out for this guy. It's more like, oh God, he won't stop whining. It's whinging. So like
the same thing.
As an entertainment bit, it works great. But as an actual, like, nobody's ever heard Kevin Brennan go, well, I'll walk the fuck away from here, and then go, well, we'll give you more money. I mean, Anthony's a pretty adaptive creature, and I think he's always thought, like, I don't want unhappy people around me.
No.
So if people don't want to be here, certainly they don't have to be here. I mean, Kevin's been canned from Compound Media, 2 or 3 times? I'm sure they'll do this song and dance 3 or 4 more times before it's all hung up.
I mean, it sounds like Gino and Pat Dixon have buried the hatchet. Maybe bring him back.
I don't think they have. I think Gino says they have.
There's a little bit of sarcasm there.
Yeah. I don't think that Gino doesn't mend fences very well.
No.
Yeah. I'm a fan of Chad with 199 says, Farron, stop coattail riding. So annoying.
Who's coattails?
Welcome to our audience. Welcome to our audience. Yeah, Eric says no surprise.
No, not at all.
Yeah, I mean, the Kevin thing, like, it's just, again, great for shtick. Although even as shtick, it wears thin because you got to do something else at some point.
That's what I said. You need different speeds.
But like as an actual, like, not gimmick, but like as your actual personality, it's not really like, oh, look out, this guy's dangerous. It's more like, is he fucking done yet? Like, how much oxygen does this old man have to shout? Me, I'm younger. I got those fresh lungs. I can yell for a long time.
You can go for days.
Days and days on end. All right, so let's go into these couple of things. That was just a real quick note I wanted to put out there. How is Brendan Schaub this dumb? Oh, I think we've played this clip before.
I think we did too.
This is the one with Tim Kennedy or whatever his name is. Kennedy.
So you do that History Channel show, Hunting Hitler.
That was fun.
Did you ever find Hitler?
Yeah, so he died, and
I have seen that clip before where he has Tim on and he asks Tim if he found Hitler during the Hunting Hitler series.
I mean, wouldn't that be nice so we can all hang out and ask what happened?
Just so we could find out, man.
Just maybe get it off your chest.
Trafficking survivor.
All right, so this is the Who is Eliza Blue trailer. Let's take a look at this. Because, again, Eliza Blue has been all over the place on Twitter and on YouTube now. She's kind of becoming, in a very flash-in-the-pan kind of way, what, like, Brendan Schaub, who we just played. Like, she's kind of becoming a hashtag now. Mm-hmm. Mersh and Zero Dark Tony started it. They caught a lot of shit for it. Then all of a sudden everyone started coming around to their way of thinking because they went, oh, wait, I've looked into it. We did some investigating and they ain't spray shit. Not me. I'm the truth, homie.
Oh, go ahead.
No. By all means.
Well,
got the industry shook like not, Joe, go and let him loose, homie.
But
true story. I'm bringing the team back.
Would you?
Even Roy Jones was forced to lean back.
Let me.
Got bitches on top of the Phantom.
Come on.
And the pinky got bling like the ring around Saturn. All right. I'm sorry.
No, tell me more.
No, that's all I know.
No, I'm with Eric. I still don't understand who this person is completely.
I think it's important that people ask these questions when these things come up so they don't get lost. Eliza Blue, Eliza. See, I don't even know how to say her fucking name.
I don't know either.
You look at me and other people look at me and they go, well, why don't you explain this to me? I'm just catching up on this shit right now.
Can we just call her E Blue?
E-Blue.
E-Blue.
We got E-Rock and E-Blue. There you go. She needed the oh, yeah, I never watched Opie and Anthony. So anyway, look at Michael goes, it is Eliza. That doesn't help me.
Okay, so I think he's trying to say Eliza, but that could
Eliza.
still be
All right.
Eliza.
Bo Archer calling her Eliza Cordon Bleu. I didn't know her middle name.
Probably tastes better.
Okay, Eliza Cordon Bleu. Travis says Aaron raps like the N-word is at the tip of his tongue. Kind of is. Every time I rap, it's at the tip of my tongue. Right there. Anyway, Eliza Bleu is a sex trafficking survivors advocate. Basically, if you want to know what an advocate is, it is Paul Heyman is an advocate for Brock Lesnar.
Okay.
Doug Stanhope laid out what an advocate was very well in his Beer Hall Putsch segment about raising awareness. An advocate is someone who stands above a thing and goes, look!
Look at it!
Look at it! And it's like, I feel like anyone could have done that. How dare you? And the advocates tend to start carrying themselves as more important than the actual victims they're advocating for. This is the case with Eliza Bleu. Eliza Bleu started thinking who the fuck she was. Then she came up with this elaborate story of how she was a trafficking victim. But now people are starting to dig through and they're going, well, wait a minute. This timeline that you lay out doesn't jive with your timeline here on Twitter or your timeline here on
World Star
or your timeline on YouTube, shaking that ass. So people started to question her. And then when they started to question her, she started banning, she started reporting, she started using her ties to Elon Musk to get people's accounts taken down, which doesn't make you look innocent.
Not usually.
OJ doesn't even make Twitter block people for calling him a murderer.
I am a little confused how people are getting banned over her. I kind of went off about this in the locker room today. I'm like, she told a lie and this stuff's happening.
Right.
I don't understand.
She lied about her victimhood to become an advocate. So what's really disgusting about that is it means she lied because she thought the lie would make her more money and get her more attention. So was it really ever, first and foremost, about the human trafficking advocacy? Or was it about making a name for yourself?
Yes. Look at me, all the attention.
So when you ask that question of, well, why does it, matter this and that for that? It doesn't until you make the lie the focal point. If you would have made the advocacy the focal point, all right, cool. But you made the lie the focal point.
Sure.
And so now that sets back your advocacy, not that you give a shit because it was never about the victims in the first place. You wouldn't have done it if it wasn't for the self-flagellation. So when you get busted on the lie, and that's what everything is predicated on, that's
where the line was crossed.
That's where the line gets crossed. And thank you, Matt Fields, for the $9.99. Appreciate that. I believe we are 180 away from tonight's goal. He says, dance for me. I will give you this. Usually it's over $10. I'm not going to be you-know-what over 2 cents. There you go, buddy. There's a little shaka for you.
I'm always scared his foot's going to pop off.
Well, the dancing's about to pop off. The Happy Plague Doctor says, thank God we have Aaron to run into the fart cloud to tell us how bad it smells. Thank you, Happy Plague Doctor. That's exactly what I do. That's a guy this guy gets it. I'm the guy who runs into this shit because I have this weird tick about me where, like, if I'm at the gym or anything like that, I like listening to this juicy shit. Because it doesn't. Here's why I listen to it. You guys might listen to Tucker, or you guys might listen to Crowder or Tim Pool or any of these fucking people. I listen to them when there's drama about them. But you guys listen to people who talk about real shit and world shit. All that does is just make me mad. When I listen to this stuff, it's diarrhea in my head that I can just shake out the other ear when it's over, and it's fun to listen to how fucked up this stuff is.
Okay. It's
entertaining to me. And then when I relay it back to my audience, I make it entertaining for them. So, back to Eliza. Eric says, saw the clip of her on Malice. She's calling catfishing her being trafficked. Right. That's what it is. Michael Malice.
Okay.
Michael Malice kind of laid that out in the interview. He goes, wait a minute, how were you trafficked on Twitter? And then she said, oh, well, some people made up Twitter accounts about me that linked back to my Instagram. And that made people, you know what? Fuck it. Let's watch Farron's trailer.
What did I say last night, though? I said last night on the evening show, I said, watch, it's going to be someone like approached her about the idea of being trafficked or something, like a message. They sent her a message. That's no different.
That's not being a survivor, especially if you're advocating for people who were turned into a fucking train whistle against their will. I mean, those are the people who need the attention and the help. So let's watch Farron's Who is Eliza Blue trailer. And it's good that she got on this so quickly because I have a feeling that this Eliza Blue hashtag is going to be like gasoline. It ignites big, but it burns quick. I don't think this will be around in about a month or so.
She did this quickly, yeah.
Let's take a look.
Trafficking survivor and an advocate who works directly with survivors. Everybody give it up for Eliza Blue.
It was exactly what you think it would be.
And what sort of organizations are available to help people?
I'm one of those survivors that prefers given the opportunity to be free.
I don't understand.
So wait a minute. Did Dr. Drew just ask her, hey, could you plug some organizations? And she's like, nah.
I'm pretty sure that's what that equated to.
Wow.
Just no thanks.
Again, all about her.
Someone creates a fake profile of you.
And that's how they would traffic me, sell me without my full consent.
So this is a kind of identity theft kind of situation.
Too inconsistent and too all over the place.
It's around the same time she said she was being sex trafficked. Doesn't really look like sex trafficking to me. You're twerking, you're humping the floor, you're showing your tits. It looks like the internet is completely turning 100% against her. God, doesn't that... I don't know who that...
Well, thanks, Farron. He just flipped the table here.
I don't know who that was, but I know if I were married to him, I'd go, that sounded hot.
That was pretty hot.
That's a pretty
Throw
good
a nice
voice.
girl in front of that voice.
Is that what you get to hear when I speak? Jesus Christ. I've been sitting here thinking, you know what? You gotta treat her like the angel that she is. But then you know what I didn't understand? I sold myself short. I didn't understand what an angel I was. When I speak, that's what she hears. And now when I speak, she's going to see Eliza Blue twerking on Caterpillar machinery.
It is, actually.
Yeah.
I'm going to replace the image of you with her.
Let's listen one more time. No, I'm fucking around. There might be more.
Been your strangest booking request so far?
$150,000 to have sex. $150,000, that's a lot of money.
If you're a victim of sex trafficking, that's not a joke you make.
No, you don't even sit there and contemplate it. You just talk about how nasty that is.
You're like, that is a terrible thing to ask a survivor. Like, let me put it this way.
It's vile.
If Eliza was advocating for a survivor and that survivor was sitting right next to her and someone offered her $150,000 for sex, I would hope that Eliza would go, holy, don't you ever talk to her like that. That is wrong, and you should be ashamed of yourself.
Right. Do you know what she's been through?
Now, me, okay, that's a lot of money.
That is an awful lot of money.
She's never mentioned any of this. Therefore, she's either lying about the past or she's lying about now.
I like that Biz Marquis and JJ Walker were able to have a kid. That's the part that's
lovely.
It's impressive to me.
Either way, one way or another, this is an expose.
An individual who has a large social media following, as well as the ear of Elon Musk. Elon Musk. Elon Musk.
Elon Musk.
I think they meant Elon Musk.
Probably.
Hello, everyone. I have been locked out of my account on Twitter.
Brittany Venti, who is also a human trafficking advocate.
Now, this DeFango is another guy who lost his Twitter over the Eliza Blue thing. Yeah, he was tweeting about Eliza's inconsistencies, and he was tweeting about the World Star Hip Hop video.
It must be nice to have that Elon rub.
Oh, man. Yeah, that Elon rub, it's got its benefits.
Hey, Eliza Blue, the sensitive topic. You don't have to go into detail about being trafficked, but I'm hoping you could clarify a thread.
This was the reasoning. Privately produced / distributed intimate media.
I don't like to go into too much detail.
You're seeing somebody supremely comfortable basically wearing a bustier, and then you got somebody that's like, I don't know what the heck she was wearing. And it's like you're dealing with two different people.
More sinister details have come out around.
About why I was suspended on Twitter for 12 hours, Jeremy from the Quartering.
Did that one chap your ass?
I don't really feel actual bad things towards Jeremy from the Quartering. I have to tell you, like, I know that I can go on a good Jeremy rant and I can rip apart one of his videos, but he's one of those people who I've made fun of on the internet, where if I met him in real life, I'd be like, I don't hate this guy. Like, I don't
Did you have a
fucking
beer with
care.
him?
If he's not annoying.
I feel like he drinks White Claws, actually.
Oh, he could. No, but like he's one of those people where I'm like, I don't see him as a person.
He's an object.
I just kind of see him as an object to make content about, you know?
I hear you.
And to be honest, his videos don't do that well when you talk about them. But the Twitter thing, I tried to be mad about it, and it was more like, hey, I guess I just don't really care.
You just took a little time out.
Just took a little time out.
Found not only my current Twitter ban, as well as fellow content creator Brittany Ventian, who have posted a publicly available photo.
You know what? I just realized Jeremy from the Quartering got me suspended from Twitter for making fun of him because he was suspended from Twitter. You know what that is, April?
Hurt people, hurting people.
Hurt people, hurt people. That's what you did, Jeremy. Hurt people, hurt people. You know how many people I got suspended from Twitter while I was suspended for 12 hours? Nobody.
Wait, you can't because you're suspended, right?
That's true. Good point.
So he didn't do it out of the kindness of his heart. He just.
But you know how? But I didn't know that until now. Do you know how many people I even tried to attempt to get suspended?
Probably still none.
None. And I didn't
you're
even.
Such a nice guy.
I'm a cherub. You heard the voice.
This whole allowing the system to be gained for people close to him, it seems very suspicious.
Yeah, I'm really an open book.
50%
Jesus Christ.
of all super chats will go to Liza Blue tonight to help human trafficking victims and to raise awareness.
Trafficking victim, that's going to help with me. And I'm a human trafficking survivor. But let me tell you what.
Oh, you filthy whore.
Oh, you piece of dog shit. That is terrible.
That is remarkably greedy.
Now, look, if I'm on someone's show and there was a misunderstanding and they said 50%, and we had an agreement that 50% of the super chats go to me, I don't go on anybody's show to get a percentage of their super chats. If my fans go and they give money to a show, that's for the host. Mm-hmm. But let's say we work out a deal where I do get 50% of the super chats. If the host misunderstood and they went, it actually goes to the Humane Society because Mr. Imholt loves dogs, I don't go on the interview and correct him. I go, that fuck looks like 50% of those super chats are going to the Humane Society.
I guess so, huh?
Yeah. Don't even. I tell the host, I'm like, don't even send the money to me then. Just cut the check.
Cut out the middleman.
Yeah.
All day.
I wouldn't sit there and correct him and go, no, fuck those dogs. It goes to me.
Well, to see that face and that hair, she needs to keep that up because she's a survivor.
See, this is what I was talking about with Eliza, is the need to trust your instincts. And your instincts on someone like Eliza are, run, bitch, run for your life. Like, this is a problem. This is a person who craves attention. This is a person who will say anything.
Why can't you just cling to your music video stuff then? That will get you the attention someday.
Because she thought some uppity little blonde bitch on the internet would tell her to do more squats.
Oh.
She didn't want to be bullied.
Look, I'm sorry.
You're
I
lucky
just want better for you.
You're lucky your Twitter's not suspended with all this body shaming you're doing.
Suspend me.
I'll suspend you from ceiling fan. Would that come down? Is that properly supported?
Are you saying you're hanging me from the ceiling fan?
Yeah, kind of a swing sort of a deal.
Oh, that's not what that sounded like.
No, not like...
It sounded like a bit of a Benoit situation.
No, not Brooks from Shawshank hanging you from the... No, I meant like a sex swing.
Well, thank God. I feel so much better.
It was romantic. God.
All you said was, I'm going to suspend you from the ceiling fan.
You threatened to hang a bitch for fun, and they all of a sudden think it's a bad thing. God.
But it can help buy. Number one, I don't have internet. Anybody that feels a need to...
Wait, did she just say I don't have internet?
She did.
But did she say I don't have internet while she was talking to a guy's show?
On the internet?
On the internet.
No, you got that right.
I almost kind of feel like this bitch is really comfortable with lying.
Look at these nails she keeps done, too. Very well kept.
Personally, can text message me through a service called Chatstar.
Wait, Chatstar is a cam site?
Yeah. Anything that ends in star is going to be something sexual.
She was encouraging people to write to her through a cam girl site?
Of course, you have to pay for it.
Look, I don't know much about sex trafficking advocacy, but I believe if I picked it up on the first day, I would not say, hey, everyone, if you want to tell me your sex trafficking stories, go to my Chatterbait.
Why not? If you're good at something, never do it for free.
I suppose.
Hold up. Wait, what?
I won't ask those people to change their opinion for our sake.
I would just ask them
my
to consider
God.
one thing. What if you're wrong? Is it possible?
But what if I'm right, though?
Oh, that's his movie moment. I like this.
See, now, I get some shit. I get some pushback from some fans of this show, and I go, I fucking love Mersh.
He is great. Like,
And-
just as a person, I feel like I like him.
Yeah, and people are like, no, I fucking hate Mersh, piece of shit, I fucking hate him. And I'm like, I love him. And it's for moments like this, where he plays a
Epic.
woman going, think about it. What if I want to play that clip again. I loved it. I enjoyed it. Oh, got to go back more.
Come on.
What if you're wrong? Is it possible?
But what if I'm right, though?
When it comes to me, when I'm done, I'm done. And when I want to keep going, I'll keep going.
So you're done?
So,
Who is Eliza Blue?
You learn the hard way. So, actually, it got me like 500 new followers, so I'm cool on that.
Farron, that was brilliant.
All right, look. Very good job. Great
Wow.
work. I will say this. Let's say, for argument's sake, ready? Let's say she's telling the truth. Let's say she is actually a victim.
Okay.
She's still kind of a piece of shit.
Yes, you're right. If she is a victim, she's still making a huge grift off of all of it and keeping herself very well kept, if you will.
But what if I'm right, though?
Dude, that was epic. That was an epic moment.
Muddy Baboon, I love that name, says, playing my part to go overtime, F. Eliza. I got to get that right.
Do you, though? Doesn't matter.
You're right. You know what? By next month, in a couple of minutes, you're not even going to be madder. Anytime. Boy, let's try to catch up with the chat here on old Eliza Blue. Farron says, I said I needed a commentary voice and instantly thought of Aaron's radio voice. April, will you tell these kind people once again, this is not a radio voice?
No, this is actually his normal voice. Like, anywhere we go to, his own friends say, like, at lunch or drinks with us, like, God, you just sound like a radio guy. It is his real voice.
And after I heard that documentary, I'm a very insecure guy. I don't give myself enough credit. I don't recognize my own talent enough in the time I occupy. And I would just like to say that watching that documentary, that guy sounds good.
God, if only they'd had your face on there.
Well, I mean, look, let's not, let's keep, don't let the perfect be the enemy of the good.
If you just wear some sunglasses and grow facial hair, you could be Mersh 2.0.
I mean, look, there's only room in this world for one Mersh. I don't want to be the next Mersh. I want to be the first Aaron. I'm just kidding. I want to be the second Anthony. The second one isn't bad.
I bet you're the only one who's ever tried to be the second one, too.
Many have tried.
Many men.
Many men. Thank you very much to Andrea B with the $5 super chat. Appreciate that. Fair and Balance says, also the music is no copyright, so you don't have to stop and start and be scared. Oh, no. I just pause shit to hear myself talk a lot. That's kind of...
Oh, yeah.
That's part of my charm.
Oh, poor Farron. She'd said earlier she spent 13 hours editing this last night, which it was really good, by the way.
Yeah.
And she's probably like, no, just play it. It's so good.
No, that's not how
He has to hear himself.
It's not how I do things. I have funny things to say. Why would I cheat my audience out of the funny things I have to say?
It's very true. It's a good point.
Eric Nagel says she looks like the child of Susan Powder. Okay, I'm going to have to Google that one because I am stupid. Australian motivational speaker. You know what? They do look sort of related.
I guess.
Oh my God. Oh my God, it's Sting. More the singer. Shrimp on the bobby, lay.
Oh, that's a good song. Don't ruin it.
I extend my hand to all Aborigines.
Right out the country, maybe.
A black mamba, lay. I got disemboweled by a kangaroo. The outback sucks, lay.
Look,
I do. See, I do music parodies.
Your like commentary voice is on point. I don't know about the singing.
Oh, I sing like an angel.
Needs work.
Return Trip says, if you are, everybody's a critic. If you are a human trafficking advocate, do you support human trafficking? I always say survivor advocate because the other one does sound kind of fuck up.
That does sound kind of fuck up.
It does sound kind of I sound like kind of a fuck up. So the audience is catching on to Mersh and Royce's bit. You have Jeremy Boring of the Daily Wire, and you have Boring Jeremy of the Quartering.
Yes.
Easier to keep them
separate,
yes. I'm trying to catch up with the chat here. David Chandler says, I don't like to go into too much detail because it's hard to remember what I made up later. Yeah, that's, you know what?
How do you keep your story straight? That's a good point.
Exactly. I think Eliza Blue is like the Joker in The Killing Joke. If I'm going to have a past, I'd prefer it be multiple choice.
Okay.
I think that's maybe what...
All of the above.
Yes, exactly.
She always answers D, all of the above.
Railed in the butt for $150K.
I bet she took it.
Ooh. I mean...
That's my opinion.
Your opinion.
It's my obvious opinion.
She took it. Oh, shit.
That was what the I bet implied.
Yes, I bet. You're just placing a wager. That's it.
Like I might have. I understand.
Farron says, I'm loving this reaction. Makes me feel fulfilled with my soundbite choices. I love the Mersh one. I think mine is clearly the best. The Brittany Venti reveal of the site is pretty cool. Yeah. But when you've got such star power, when you bookend your documentary voiceover with Aaron from Steel Toe and Mersh from Nightwave and Revenge of the Sis, you can't go wrong with what's in the middle. She was even able to throw fucking Jeremy from the Quartering in there, and it still sounded good.
Made him look good even.
Yeah. Talk to Ricada. He has one. What, a sex swing?
Oh, my God.
Holla at your boy, Nick.
What?
Yeah, try anything 3 times. Matt says, I'm so happy my Puerto Rican master, Royce Lopez, told me about you guys. Best show in this time slot by a mile. Well, thank you. I mean, seeing as it's the internet, buddy. The whole world is in this time slot, so I will take it. Romance April from the Ceiling Fan. Exactly.
Do you not understand, though, how, like, without further clarification, that sounded like a hanging?
You would have understood when you walked in the room. Or you would have understood. Boy, I really can't speak tonight. Now my phone's vibrating.
You're blowing up over there.
Oh, my phone's vibrating like crazy. I got people to thank over here. Thank you very much to Patricia for $10. Appreciate that. You. 10 over there on the PayPal. 140 away from tonight. And yes, I'm glad Royce told you about us as well. Who are the cross-dressers? I don't know what that means.
Oh, no.
There we go. Slammin69 says, do the radio voice. Hi, everybody. It's Eliza Blue coming at you on the program tonight. She's going to tell us about how she had her butthole touched when she didn't want it to. But did she or did she not? She also laughs about being offered hooker money to have sex. You know, like every trafficking victim. It's Eliza Blue on the Steel Toe Morning Show.
Okay, there's
his radio voice. Can you do the lasers,
voice.
please?
What?
Can you do the lasers, please?
No idea.
Pew, 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 pew,
pew, pew, pew, pew, pew. Is that good?
I'm happy with it. I'm satisfied.
I'm not cut out for this.
You're doing just fine. Don't you worry. Aaron will be commentating the documentary in radio voice. It's decided. If you want someone to narrate your documentary, I am willing to enter negotiations to narrate this documentary.
Why?
100%. It'll be my launching pad for my voiceover work.
How hard is it for you to do the pukey voice? Like, it looks like your face physically gets puffy when you do it and, like, red. Is it hard to, like, continue on that way?
Let's find out. Good morning, everybody. It's 7:38 in the morning here on the Steel Toe Morning Show. Hey, we got traffic backed up bumper to bumper on 35. I mean, my God, you're going to be going from U.S. Bank Stadium all the way up to Maple Grove and Granite City. Hey, but coming up a little bit later today, we've got a great comedian. He's going to be headlining at the Acme Comedy Company, and the club's going to get us that name shortly before he gets on the air. And we got a lot of other stuff to give away, like it's $1,000 Tuesday. And tomorrow, don't forget to enter that drawing for a free Nissan Altima here on the Steel Toe Morning Show coming up this morning. Here's Pearl Jam. How's that?
So you got puffy and red, and as soon as you quit, it goes away.
I'm out of breath.
Yeah.
I am out of breath.
The Here's Pearl Jam was my favorite part.
Yes. Aaron, you should join Cameo. I haven't tried to join Cameo in a while. When we were on Twitch, they denied me. I don't know if...
They didn't want you.
Yeah, I don't know if 8,300 subs on YouTube is enough yet. What are we at? 8,339. Keep subscribing to the channel. Maybe when we get to 10K, they'll let me on.
I think we should try when you're at 10K.
Yeah, we'll try at 10K. My TV voice wins 8 Emmys over your radio voice.
I'm sure it does.
What?
She's a TV person.
TV people are the scum of the earth. Bunch of fucking primped and pre-prepped and stuffed suits and told what to say. Us radio people shoot straight from the heart. And my heart tonight, hey, the lion sleeps tonight on the rock station. Oh, you missed my $2 super chat. Alex says, do the bit. M.A. Mahalik with $2 with a quote, I'm stupid.
I'm stupid.
Aaron Imholt. Farron says, go back and hear yourself talk. It goes perfectly. Oh, with the documentary?
I'm sure he'll listen to it 10,000 times.
We'll check it out one more
tonight.
time. Farron balanced with another 5. So all that shit combined, we'll knock it down to 125 there.
Thank you.
For tonight. David Chandler says 83-39 coming right along. Yeah, I mean, there's a chance we hit 10,000 by Easter. 10,000 by Easter.
Is Easter in March or April? I always confuse this.
Don't make me be a bad Chris. She wanted me to listen to. She gave a super chat.
I was going to say no one knows when Easter is.
April.
But are you confident in that?
Mostly.
Right.
I am mostly confident in that. It's around the same time she said she was being sex trafficked. Doesn't really look like sex trafficking to me. You're twerking, you're humping the floor, you're showing your tits. It looks like the internet is completely turning 100% against her.
What's been your...
That is just, I mean, if you don't want that as a documentary voice, I mean, you're the guy who passed up Peyton Manning in the draft.
Are you all tingly and shit?
Look, man, I can understand why people would hear that and go, you know what, that's my guy. That's my guy.
It's a great voice and a superb trailer.
Yes, of course. Ironically, April doesn't know when Easter is. I know, that's your month's holiday.
Yes, and I'm, of course, born in April, too, in case anyone was wondering.
She's not born in April. That would be ridiculous.
Okay, so Sunday, April 9th. We'll hit 10K by then.
Sunday, April 9th, we have to hit 10K by then. If we don't...
We're fired.
I'm quitting.
Me too.
Forever. April and I are quitting, and we're moving to Costa Rica to live with pygmies in the rainforest. How's that sound?
Oh, we can hang out with those little, javelina things.
Sure. Those. We'll eat them.
Instead of them eating us.
We'll just bring a big backpack full of nothing but spices and cooking oils. And then...
I want some the Carolina Gold mustard to eat with them.
Okay.
Delicious. I'm going to have a case of that.
Easy enough. Easy enough. All right. Let's... Easter subscription boner. I was born in April, too. What day, April? I think she was being sarcastic.
I wasn't born in April.
She wasn't born in April.
Most commonly asked question of my life, though.
Were you born in April? How many times has someone hit on you and said that?
A lot.
Oh, God.
Like a whole lot.
Here's how I hit on April when I first met her. Get in the car, bitch!
He actually chased me out to my car.
I did.
A nice black man tried to escort me safely to my vehicle, and he chased me.
Listen to this. I heard a story about the day we met. I don't think we told this on the show, did we?
No, I keep some things to myself.
Oh, I'm keeping that to myself? I didn't know if that was for air or not.
I don't know.
Let's just say...
I don't know which part you're trying to say.
Well, that I had the idea in my head that you were leaving because you were done for the night and you wanted to go. And then you told me, and I didn't know this until like a week or two ago, that if I would have, as TB12 DeGoat says, walked her to the truck.
Exactly.
That she would have, said, hey, why don't you, well, I was drunk, so she would have had to go, why don't you hop in the passenger seat? And, we'll go hang out and watch The Office or something.
No, there was a certain particular friend I thought I had that was trying to escort me out and kept trying to keep me away. Yeah. And kept trying to tell Aaron, no, she's got to work tomorrow morning. You leave her alone. You let her go home.
But that's what I thought your thoughts on the evening were.
That got so exhausting to me that I'm like, fine, I'm going home.
Okay. See, now my thing was he kept saying that, so I thought that's why you were leaving. Like you were leaving... because this guy was, because you said, okay, I got to go to work in the morning,
I was 25. What the hell did I care going to work hungover?
Okay, but that was not communicated to me. And I was told by the interceptor that you were tired, you were going to work. in the morning. So
No, he just said it enough that I was tired of it.
I was told later being 2 weeks ago, that April said, yeah, you could have come back to my place with me.
I was tired. I was tired of dealing with other people's issues that evening. It became exhausting for me to keep going on with the evening. So I'm like, anything can be better than this. That means my apartment at the time.
With all that shit going down, were you at least pleased that I came back out to say goodbye?
It was a nice touch.
Was that I ran past him. I mean, I was drunk, but I ran past him like, no, fuck that. I got to say goodbye.
Check it out. When he walked me to my truck, he hung out with me talking about just whatever, just friend stuff, because, you know, I had to work in the morning and I really had to get going.
Yeah.
A couple hugs.
But you had to get going.
I did have to get going.
Right. But you had time to chit chat.
Guy was a piece of work. Tell you what.
Is that the word you wanted to use? Work? What? No, you already wrote it down. Sorry. He was a Jew. Oh, I see. Okay. Well, look, man, that's offensive.
It just became a lot of work for me. That's all.
That'll
Between the two of you, you were a lot of fun, but you were very drunk and kind of exhausting yourself. But I was having fun with you, and the other one was just purely exhausting.
So yeah, April's like, oh yeah, if I wanted you to come back to my place with me.
You were being cock blocked.
And I'm like, motherfucker. I thought you were doing the thing where it's like, we had a nice time, but you're going to have to take me out.
I wasn't a perfect gentleman that way.
Okay.
No.
See, that's what I thought was going on.
I'm typically not the perfect gentleman.
And I was kind of playing it safe, whereas I was, first of all, I'd been drinking, so I didn't want to set myself up in a failable situation. And then the other part of me was like, dude, you've really racked up some points here. Why don't we take a knee and go into halftime, and we'll build on this lead in the second half?
See, if you would have been sober enough to remember anything I was telling you that evening, you had the green light. You just weren't seeing it. And I think it's probably because your friend
was telling me there were no
telling
green
you other
lights.
things.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
B Smiley with $3 says, did you get Matt Field's super chat? What the fuck? Am I missing everybody's?
You are missing a lot. You keep scrolling to the bottom.
I thought I got Matt Field's. Yeah, I remember reading Matt Field's super chat. It was something like, you're gay and I hope you die. There.
Maybe that's why they wanted you to read it again.
Simple enough. Let's continue on. Crack Rock Calhoun says, when B Smiley III becomes a member, you know you are doing something right, even though you are a huge low T limp wrist. It's not very nice.
I don't like this. Aaron wore her down like most guys. That makes me feel so small.
Like most guys just wear women down. That's all. It just kind of.
No, they're talking about me.
Oh, like men wear you down? That's not very
good for
nice.
my self-esteem.
I'm a charming fella. Michael says there's nothing better than a broad sitting on your face. I mean, God, your lips to God's ears.
Oh, how about Lizzo?
Okay, look, he
how
said
about
lady.
Eliza Blue?
I can't,
You don't want a sex trafficking survivor on your face?
Listen, man, I am too much. Call me gay, call me whatever you want. I am very much turned off by bad personalities. Because
most of us are.
Because no offense to women, but I don't know if you've looked around. There's a lot of you. A lot of you exist, and most of you fall between 6 and 8. There's a lot of 6s and 8s are very common, and all of
personality-wise or looks.
Looks. I'm getting to the
looks?
personality part.
Okay.
So that means if I've got a 6, 7, 8, or a 9, or a 10 like this one, if I've got one of those, and they're fucking, I can't stand them. They're an Eliza Blue. They got a great body, everything else, but it's just everything about them makes you go, trust your instincts. This one's insane. I don't want to hang out with them.
You want to lick and chew every part of their body, but then they talk and it's all over.
Yeah, and now I just want to chew on your skin and and spit it back in your face.
You're going to get a lot of makeup in those teeth.
Yeah, you also have to remember, I do have, what do you call, misogyny. We'll get to that. We'll get to it. I know it almost made you puke. We'll get there. Try not to read ahead in the chat. It's for your own good.
I don't usually have that reaction, though.
So I do have a misogynist streak running down my back. And when I get to take that... Hard to believe. Just, hey, you know what? If you don't think I do, you know what you can do?
What can I do?
Google me. Google Aaron Imholt. You'll find out all about it.
I've made that mistake before.
Of course.
It did not make me feel very good.
You were with me when I was doing it.
Look.
When I was committing my crimes, who was right there with me?
Dude.
So when you have this, like when you have a woman and she's unbearable and attractive, those are the best ones to turn on. Because
You've done that before,
if she's awful to be around and she's very attractive, she's not used to guys telling, shut up, nobody cares. God, do you do this to everybody? Fuck.
God, Karen, you're so stupid.
God, Karen, you're so stupid. That's why I really liked that episode of The Wet Spot on Compound Media where Mersh was shitting on that porn chick. Because that chick has never heard a guy go, shut up, nobody cares. And so it's easier to make her cry. There.
Aaron does have an odd goal of making some women cry.
Citizen M says Aaron would call April and ask where she was, example, the grocery store. Then he'd suddenly show up at said location, walking creepily behind her, doing autistic wrestling impressions from his childhood.
He's not wrong even a little bit.
Okay, but wait a minute. Did I do that, A, because I'm a creep?
Tiny.
B, because April hated it, or C, because she would laugh her balls off when I would do it?
Or how about D, all of the above?
You didn't hate it.
I didn't hate it. I was embarrassed on occasion that I had to grow out of that, but it was a little embarrassing to have somebody yelling like Macho Man or Stone Cold behind me.
Egotistically, it felt good that someone ran out to where you were while they were talking to you, specifically just to do that.
Oh, I get that.
Yeah.
That was very nice. That was the nice part.
I just wanted to hear you admit it. A lot of women won't admit that. They won't admit the deep-seated ego.
It was funny. I understand the sweetness of showing up unannounced, but also kind of embarrassing.
Citizen M says she was laughing as a defense mechanism so you didn't SA and or murder her.
He might be onto something. Maybe I haven't thought hard enough.
Who knows?
About
Maybe
it.
that's what it is. Well, Jesus Christ. I mean, Farron's trailer got everybody talking for a whole hour to start the show today.
I know. It was a dynamite trailer. Good job.
I want to see the rest of this documentary.
I hope that thing gets spread around.
Should we tell Citizen M about this?
Oh, sure.
We should definitely tell Citizen M about this. Citizen M, you'll be very happy to know. And this kind of ties into the Eliza Blue thing. Actually, it's the only reason we want to have this person on this show. Brittany Venti. Look, I got my own.
They fill up the screen.
I mean yours. I didn't mean.
I've got my own.
I am one of those guys who finds his wife remarkably sexy. So I like if there's another attractive girl on the screen, I go, yeah, but if we met in person, it would either be like a cordial professional thing or I'd want to see if I could tease her to the point where she breaks down in tears. Like, I don't need to woo this person. I don't need this person to be impressed with my game or anything like that. I don't give a shit. So, yeah, people are saying I find my wife attractive. That is, beta. There you go.
Right.
So,
are you the head of your wife?
Are you the head of your wife? Yeah. That's amazing.
God, I miss him.
I do too. We're going to have him on again.
Okay.
I promise. You stick around. We'll have Jesse Lee Peterson on. I promise. All right? Deal.
The hell did that come from?
Funny joke. So.
Well, now I'm wondering.
So now, no, that's called, what do you call it? A carrot on the end of a stick. That's what that is.
You're teasing?
I'm baiting.
Go away, I'm baiting.
So you'll know this, Citizen M, that Brittany Venti's people reached out to us and said that she said she would be interested in coming on your podcast.
Lucky podcast.
If you're interested, let me know. So Citizen M will be very happy to hear that we will be scheduling Brittany Venti. I'm guessing, well, you're going to be on Simpcast with her on Sunday. I'm assuming
she'll be there.
She's always on. So you'll be on there with her. So what? Maybe schedule that for fuck it, whenever. We'll just record it.
Yeah, what does Simpcast have anything to do with it?
I didn't know if we wanted to do it before or after Simpcast.
I don't know that it matters, I guess. I have sex in traffic.
That's like when the king goes to his small council. I was looking for counsel.
Yeah, but I didn't find anything definitive.
All right. So we've done no research on
How
this
about whenever
yet.
she can get here? How's that sound?
Fair enough.
She's busy.
So now we have to move on. I don't want to move on because that all was a remarkable bit of fun. Thank you guys so much.
Yes, thank you.
And also, how the shit are we already down to 125 left?
Because of Farron and her awesome work.
Yes, and Rao and Tigger and all these other people. Thank you very much. 125 away from tonight's goal. 30 minutes of overtime when we hit it. I'm surprised Citizen M must not be here because he is not responding to the news.
I thought he was just here.
I did too, but
I was going to offer him the chance to write the reply email for if we'd be interested in having Brittany on.
No, because it'll just be like an eggplant and then the raindrops emoji and then like a gif of a guy beaten off. And that's not a...
and then ... The answer's yes if you need a clarification.
Yeah, that's not a good opening salvo, if you will.
Okay, so he is here and he's not excited?
He says, I will make promos for Venti's appearance. I will disavow the DNC. Whatever Venti wants, she gets. Well, now, wait a minute. If Citizen M... Now, I don't know Brittany Venti's life. If she's single, we could put in a good word for our boy, Citizen M.
Yeah, I was going to do that for Ashton Birdie, but then she wasn't on with me.
Yeah.
But we can make this happen because now we have Brittany all to ourselves.
Well, and Citizen M is over Ashton Birdie. He's
because
moved
of
on
the
to
crazy.
Brittany. Yeah,
obviously.
he likes the right-wing chicks.
I did see a picture of Ashton, though, on her Instagram, I think, yesterday, and she was looking...
That's not
pretty good.
The issue with Ashton Birdie is not that.
I was going to say, it can't be the looks.
The issue with Ashton, she's
pretty nice.
I would not put Ashton Birdie in the hot category. I would put her in the cute category. Ashton's cute. But
no.
What? No?
I don't. She's like too sexy to be cute. Like she's crossed a line somewhere.
Hold on, let's take a look.
Go to her Instagram.
Let's
No, go to her Instagram.
Oh, so I have to go to Instagram.
None of her good shit's on Google.
All right. Ashton Birdie. Account's private.
Oh, she allowed me to follow her.
Oh, well, let's see if I'm a big creep and April's totally fine. We'll see.
She denies your request.
That would be very funny. All right, so Ashton Birdie. Let's see if I'm going to eat my words here. Yeah, see,
she does wear the crazy on her face a little bit.
That's my thing. Is I can see it.
The rest of the package is fine, right?
Yeah, no, look, I'm not going to sit here and go, oh, yeah, she's not attractive at all. No, but you can definitely see, like, look, you're gonna have to invest some time. There's gonna be some work there.
Or it's either that or you have to look past a few things.
Or wear a chest protector. Is it worth
Lock
it?
up your, belongings in a safe somewhere.
Kane J says, watch the Birdie Baked Alaska clips. You may think different. That's the other thing. If you dated Baked Alaska, I mean, it's like being a beautiful Maserati, but someone used you for drift car racing. You're like, that's going to hurt the resale value.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. I don't know a whole lot about Baked Alaska, actually. I've known.
It's delicious.
It does sound pretty tasty.
Not him, though. But yes. So where are you standing now? You got Ashton Birdie, Brittany Venti, Citizen M's Dream Girls. Which one?
Well, I have to go with Brittany, obviously.
Why do you have to?
She seems like she's got a good head on her shoulders.
My Lost Interest says April girl crushing. Yeah, April?
No.
April's
no, I'm not.
April's got some,
not only when you ask me to.
Not girl crushes. April doesn't have girl crushes, but April definitely, how do I put this? April appreciates the female form.
That's just it. I really can appreciate a nice female form. I would never want to be with one.
April likes tits.
Tits and lips.
Case A.
Faces.
April likes ass. And women tend to have these. April does not. April finds men. She has said this on the show before. She finds men, as far as attraction and sexuality, to be purely utilitarian.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
I can appreciate a nice, fine male form as well, but it's just usually the ones you end up with are personality-wise for me. It's always been that way.
Look, I think that's most women.
I think so too. I don't think that should be an insult or anything like that.
Women are bitches, quoting April. That's from Orange Boy.
Did I say that?
Yes, but April, I think in terms of bodies, I think April spends much more time on the female form than she does the male form. Maybe I'm incorrect.
No, that's true. We've talked on the Look, doesn't even matter who the co-host is on this show. Like, we've all sat and talked about porn and how you choose porn a lot on this show from time to time. I've always been more invested in, like, making sure the woman in it's a good-looking woman. I think that's more important.
Yeah. Because
any guy's going to be hairy and weird.
Not only that, if they're too shaven down, then you're like, what the fuck?
Then it's gay.
Hey,
I want a nice burly man.
Yeah, and they're all going to have big cocks, so it's like, what are you even looking at, right?
That's the thing. You don't put tiny cocks in porn.
Right, so you're like, oh, it's just going to be a guy with a dude's general appearance and a cock.
So by process of elimination, I make sure the lady's looking good.
Understandable.
Okay.
Understandable. And, I mean, tits are fun. That's what we're learning on today's show. Tits are a lot of fun. All right, let's move on before I start humping things. Does that sound good?
What are you doing?
I'm adjusting, all right? I'm adjusting. Where
he was thinking about all these burly men.
Yeah, once we started mentioning big cocks. All over the place.
Oh.
All over the place.
The chat is not nice to either of us.
What are they saying? Let's say, break out the breeding board and pan me good. Epic Dance Party. Brittany Venti used to be one of the most hated streamers on Twitch about 10 years ago. I just spell my name right. White At says lesbian ?
No, like I said, I really appreciate
the
female form. I can't be with this though. For most, like you said, most of them.
I mean, they are.
I am self-aware.
You as a gender, you people are, you're different.
I notice things.
Gray Duckling says, April likes tits, Aaron likes dicks. No, wait, what? No.
What?
I appreciate
Thank you for
the same form.
Keeping scrolling. There was worse stuff regarding me up top.
Oh, was there?
Yeah.
Let's see.
I take offense to some.
You're a pansexual, April.
No, I'm not a pan.
All women want to peg men. I'm certain of it.
Just to see what it's like.
Yeah, a lot of women are the same way. Women are bitches, men are assholes. April prefers the aroma of a black male. I mean, she has said some fucked up shit.
Not sexually though.
You're just saying they have
I think
an odor.
they smell nice, but I'm not into them.
All right.
I don't like that I have to defend myself here.
Oh, man. Michael Mitchell says a dude with a shaved pubic mound has a cock that looks like a doorstop. And that is a scientific fact. She loves the cocoa butter, says Kenneth. Oh, boy.
I'm slathered in it every day. Do you see any black men here? No.
I fucking better not.
Tell them it's wrong, though. Like, I use cocoa butter lotion daily. It's awesome.
She does. Use cocoa butter.
Smells like cookies.
Daily. Crack Rock Calhoun says, I've had a broad that loves to eat my booty. God bless. God bless.
I don't understand that, but I don't judge people for it, I guess. I'm not into it.
God's Node says, I'm halfway through April's 800-page book, Nubian Aromas. From Bantu to Zulu, my sniffing trip through the Cape of Africa. From Bantu to Zulu is one of my, I'm very proud of that book title. Very proud of that book title.
I don't know how to do a show after
here's
that.
April. Here's April greeting her husband in the 1830s when he gets home from business. She goes, "You bought a what now?"
No, that's not how I would say it. Like, oh, finally.
Oh boy, the poor guy
Get some shit done around here.
Oh no! And then you'd put him. You sit there. April goes up in the 1840s. Her plantation. She'd go. Oh, now get in the field. Whoa. I thought she was going to fuck me. Ew, no, gross. Just want to smell your essence and then send you out to pick.
You know that Instagram video I send you sometimes of that girl sniffing her puppy because she likes the smell of her puppy? That's what I'd be doing.
You don't fuck your puppy.
No.
No, of course not.
Never fucked the puppy.
Crack Rock Calhoun says, find marula oil, April. It's great and smells amazing.
I wrote it down, but I'm because of this chat, I'm half worried that he's doing a prank on me and it's like something atrocious.
My Lost Interest says, does April prefer the smell of a man or a woman?
Obviously a man.
Brittany says, I have black ancestors. Feel free to sniff me. Shit's getting gay in here, bro.
I have a few Cherokee ancestors. What do you think they smell like?
I don't know, whatever they put on the blankets. Fauci's Pangolin says, April's new book, Ashy is the New Orange. Kenneth says, God damn it, this is making me horny, and I don't know why.
Oh, my God.
Oh, have you pegged Aaron, April? No.
He won't let me.
Not pegged me. I don't like things.
He's not ready.
In my anus.
I'm a gracious lover. I wait for them to get ready.
Yes, absolutely. I definitely have a few things we can use as motivation now. Thank you, boys and girls. Let's talk about, let's get on to something else before I, start throwing things around the table with,
I don't even want to look right now. I'm a little nervous.
Oh, don't worry about it. I'm sitting on it. I'm just kidding.
Ew. April likes to stick her finger in other people's belly buttons and smell it.
She doesn't like to smell it, but she does have a weird belly button thing.
You always have lint in yours.
It's,
How do men get lint in their belly buttons, but not women?
Because we're hairier. So our stomachs have hair on it, and it funnels things into the belly button. That's 100% true.
Really?
Yeah. Your hair funnels objects into the belly button. The hair, the torso hair works as a funnel.
See, for me, I have a belly button piercing, and to me, by your logic, that should make things travel there too, but it doesn't. I have a remarkably clean one, actually.
But you don't have a hairy stomach.
No.
Right.
Yeah, much to all of your surprise, I do not have a hairy stomach.
She does not, yeah. The belly hair works like the cilia in your intestines, says Stevie J. Yes, that's exactly it. Alex Bernal says, Aaron's new book, The ABCs of Anthony Cumia's Anus. How did you know? The book's not done yet.
That's like the second thing that's almost made me throw up tonight.
I haven't got to why yet.
Farron almost made me puke. I think what'd she say?
Oh, yeah. What did Farron say that almost made you puke?
I think she said Eliza has zits on her ass, though.
Popped or unpopped? This is very important.
Now my stomach's churning.
I understand.
Ugh.
All right, let's breeze through some of these. We got about 45 minutes before the Super Chat music. 125 away from tonight's goal. If you feel like chipping in, there's the link to PayPal and Streamlabs. Otherwise, Super Chats and memberships count as well. All right, I can't read any more of your guys' stuff. You're very entertaining tonight.
I know, we have to move on.
We got a couple quick hits. Then I got a video I want us to all watch. Scientists in India and Canada reportedly discovered a radio signal sent from a galaxy 9 billion light years away from the Earth. And it is the first time a radio signal has been captured from that distance.
Interesting.
Very interesting, because it's not like a radio signal. I mean, that can't just be anything. Like, that had to be sent by someone, didn't it? Unless there's some kind of electromagnetic thing that could send out.
That's kind of what I was wondering. Did somebody on purpose do this, or was it somebody else?
Well, 9 billion light years away, if it's sent from there, we had nothing to do with it. So, I mean, a galaxy could have emitted certain... Okay, you know what? I'm an idiot. I don't know anything about this shit, so I'm not going to sit here and theorize. Let's see what the smart people said.
Okay.
A galaxy emits different kinds of radio signals, according to the cosmologist at the McGill University Department of Physics. Until now, it's only been possible to capture this particular signal from a galaxy nearby, limiting our knowledge to those galaxies closer to Earth. What is special about this signal is it has a unique wavelength, which is known as a 21-centimeter line, or the hydrogen line. It is reportedly emitted by neutral hydrogen atoms. The signal was emitted from a star-forming galaxy, which is titled, and this is a very sexy title, hold on to your dicks, SDSS-J0826 plus 5630.
It was actually an extra as a droid in Star Wars.
Yes, it was. So I don't think that this was like a radio signal sent by like an alien civilization, or unfortunately.
Wouldn't that be cool though? But
it would be cool.
Wouldn't that be a little scary? Because like you said, if it was found how far away? 9 billion light years.
Yeah.
That would mean they've got some super powered ass shit over there.
Yeah, this was just like some kind of electromagnetic... Shut the fuck up, Aaron. What do you know?
Does that ever scare you that like there could be another civilization out there that is like just far and away stronger at everything than we ever would be?
I wouldn't worry about it, because if they are out there, they certainly don't need us. Like, we're not.
Yeah, but what if they get nosy and start looking around?
But I don't. That's just the thing. Like, I don't think they're going to get nosy and go, you know what we're going to do? We're going to spend the time, money, energy, and resources that it takes to get to this one planet 9 billion light years away.
What if they don't have value in money?
Just so we could fuck with them. Well, now, if they've moved past the value of money.
What if they valued the real things in life?
But don't
like
you.
Power and shit.
But don't you think that if they've moved past that, they've probably moved past war and conquest as well?
Nah.
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm just being a shit.
One of the big things about war and conquest is the money. So.
I know. No, obviously it's and part of power is money too, or some type of currency.
Yeah. Brown Candy says, "Calm down, Mulder and Scully. April is obviously Mulder." That's not very nice. I would be the dude. Thank you very much. Who? Hey, who's the guy with the documentary voice? I asked.
Now to be something like to reveal something shitty about myself. I guess back in college days when you're getting drunk and high with your friends and like if you're at home with everybody, this used to be like a really super late night topic where you get on the subject of like aliens and stuff like that. And what do you think they'd look like if they showed up here? What would
can't
they
imagine
do with
a
you?
bunch of retarded 21-year-olds having a conversation about deep space.
That's exactly what it turns into though. But as the drunkenness and highness wears off, like you start thinking about it for real and it does get kind of interesting. Just wondering, I guess, what that would be like. I used to fantasize about that a lot.
I bet if you go back to those conversations as you in a time...
it'd be shitty,
We talked about the bubble time machine theory.
Yeah.
Like, if you go back in the bubble and you can't interact with it, you just get to watch it, you'd go...
It's painful.
You'd be yelling from the bubble, "Shut the fuck up and go to sleep, you asshole."
It's 4 a.m.
It's
God
4
damn
in the
it.
morning, you fucking idiot.
You have to work tomorrow.
Go to bed. No, but you don't know anything about space.
Well, but hold on, though. Isn't it fun to fantasize about that type of stuff? Even if it would never happen, it's kind of fun to talk about. I love alien talk.
Alien talk.
Alien talk is very fun for me.
One of two things is going to happen if there's aliens.
Mm-hmm.
One, they don't give a fuck about us. They're going to move along. We'll never know they exist. Or two, they're going to fucking murder us and leave us for dead. There's no situation.
Is there any abducting or anything like that? They have to abduct
I don't think there's
to bring us back as test subjects.
I don't think there's abduction.
But you know what? If they were to abduct us, I don't think we would make it back to wherever they're going.
See how retarded we both sound right now? That's what it would be if you were 21. Is you and I going, what would the aliens be like? As though you and I have any fucking authority. You know what a scientist would say if they saw this conversation? They'd go, how fucking dare they? How dare you two even broach this subject?
Where's your sense of adventure?
I mean, I don't mind talking about it. I just think about what a smart person sees when they look at.
Okay, last question before we move on. Do they look like us or do they look nothing like us?
No, they look nothing like us.
I don't
Nothing
know.
like us. Because whatever it takes to live on their planet, their forms would adapt to whatever. Like it was a nitrogen-based atmosphere, or if it was, different gases made up their atmosphere. Their exoskeletons and their... Shut the fuck up! You don't know what you're talking about!
I keep getting you to talk like this somehow.
You sound retarded! Jesus, man. Knock it off.
You talk like a fag, and your shit's all retarded.
Can we watch that again? Nah, it's burnt out now.
All right, if it's burnt out, it's burnt out. Well, at any rate. I keep saying we should make a show about undocumented immigrants hunting pedophiles, Alien versus Predator. I would watch that every week.
I would definitely tune in. I think I'd move this show's schedule around just to watch it.
Robert Darth Mode says, knock it off, Neil deGrasse Tyson. Sorry. I'll stop.
I don't know. I think it's fun.
Hey, remember that lady who got sucked up into that plane engine while working at the airport and she died?
No, but that's jarring.
We talked about her on the show. You must have been sleeping. Or you thought this show fucking sucks. I'm not listening.
Or I was working or working out.
One of the two. You don't listen to this program while working out?
No, I do. I absolutely do. But
I wasn't accusing you.
Oh.
You're sitting there.
No.
I do. No, I absolutely do. Don't hit me again, Missa. No, but
sometimes if I'm working, like let's say I'm delivering shit to the post office, I have to take a pause so I can talk to people, or if I'm working out, I'm distracted. So I'm hearing it, but I'm not hearing it.
So there was a story, this woman, an airport crew member, died horrifically a couple of weeks ago when she got too close and got sucked into the plane engine. from the outside. She was standing there. She got sucked in, and
Do you just end up like ground beef, or does that shit
so.
stop moving?
I think it's like, do you remember the Tom Cruise War of the Worlds, the remake they made? Did you ever watch that? They just kind of sucks you out and spits you out as blood.
Like a wood chipper?
Yeah. They look a lot like that scene in Fargo. So they've gotten an update on this woman, and you're not going to...
She's still dead?
She's still dead. That's true. But, and this kind of turns this into a more Darwinian precept than a sad story. The news we're getting now about this woman. This was not the first time she'd been warned about standing too close to the plane engines. You'd think it would only take one time.
Yes, like the threat of, hey, why don't you step back 5 feet lest you be sucked in and turn into, dinner?
Oh, you know how I bet she died? Okay, so pretend this is the plane engine and it started up and she goes...
Oh, a selfie.
Yeah. Head gets sucked right off.
Can you imagine if you were like recording that and your phone fell to the ground and had it on video?
And then it was on there? I'd put it at turtle speed on Snapchat, give it the turtle filter, make it go really slow. The airport crew member who died horrifically a few weeks ago when she stepped in front of a plane engine was repeatedly warned about the impending dangers, according to a report issued on Monday. Do you have to call this woman's family before you release the report and go, look, we have to release something tomorrow. It's going to make your kid sound like a fucking idiot. And I'm really sorry.
I don't think you can say that.
No.
I think you have to put it a little more delicately somehow.
Look, you're going to hear some things about your daughter that are going to be unpleasant to hear, that perhaps this was unavoidable.
I would just stay off of, the internet for a while.
And certainly don't read the comments section. Courtney Edwards, a 34-year-old mother of 3 children, was a Piedmont Airlines ground handling agent at Montgomery Regional Airport. Shortly before 3 p.m. on New Year's Eve, she and other ground crew members gathered for 2 brief safety meetings because the captain of an approaching plane had radioed ahead to warn everyone that he would keep the engines running for a 2-minute cooling off period after the plane landed. The in-cabin auxiliary power unit had apparently not been working. Crews were instructed to steer clear of the engines until they had informed that the engines were no longer running and the yellow warning light had been turned off. After the Envoy Air Embraer 170 plane from Dallas landed and the right engine was in the process of powering down, the plane's first officer opened his window and reiterated to crew members that the engines were still running. By that time, one crew member had noticed that Edwards had nearly been knocked over by the plane's exhaust and issued yet another warning for Edwards to give the engines a wide berth.
So it wasn't even a different day in plane that she'd been warned about? It was the same day?
Sadly, Edwards misunderstood, forgot, or disregarded the repeated instruction because she then stepped in front of the left engine and was pulled off her feet and into the operating engine.
How much can those things suck up?
At least a 34-year-old mother of 3. I mean, that's the only unit that's the only unit of measurement I have at the moment.
Why even have the grounds crew out there then? You know what I mean? Like, I understand she's being a total idiot, but why even have them out there at
because
that
the
point?
rest of them are well-behaved and don't stand in front of fucking plane engines. The other ones go, oh, the plane's landing. Maybe I should hang back for a while and not just jump right into there.
What did this woman look like?
Like a woman who's 34 and has 3 kids and you haven't heard anything about the father? Oh, wait, I guess that doesn't narrow it down.
Okay.
There.
Oh.
Like she worked at the airport, if that helps.
What city is this again?
Dallas.
Dallas, okay. I get it now.
Yeah. So
it doesn't help anything.
Yeah, so she's dead, and not only did they warn her twice about the same plane, and she still went ahead and did it.
How do you forget that? If somebody told me to stay the fuck away from something or I'm going to fall in and die or be sucked into something and die, I think I'm staying away.
Well,
maybe that's how she wanted to go.
Look, that's the reason why you're here and why she's not.
People are saying I'm too light to be around plane engines.
Yeah, you shouldn't be around plane engines. Fauci's Pangolin says, fucking exhausting. Now who's going to clean the tarmac? Exactly.
That's true. That's a filthy mess.
All right. 125 away from tonight's goal. If you feel like chipping in, please do. Go ahead and fire into the Streamlabs, the PayPal, or Super Chats. Let's go to Raz of Chaz. Hello, sir.
Well, two things about this woman. First of all, if she'd have been in the kitchen, this wouldn't have happened.
Yes,
Accurate.
absolutely.
Yep. Secondly, would you rather get sucked into a running plane engine or fall into the cauldron of iron like the guy did in Peoria, Illinois?
Oh, fuck.
God.
That's a good one. Sucked into the plane engine or fall into molten iron?
I'm going to say the iron.
Yeah.
I'm going iron.
I think we should have a poll.
I think so, too.
I got to say either.
All right,
I think, okay, thank you. I think
Thanks,
that's
buddy.
about as dead even as it could possibly get.
Dude, if there's any chance that I go in feet first to the plane engine and I can feel myself being like
You won't.
cut
It's too
apart.
it's too fast. And it won't cut you apart. It's more suction. Like it's just, it'll run you right through. Like, have you ever made, you worked at a restaurant, so did I. You ever make the fries out of the potatoes? You ever use
of
that
course
little
I did.
machine?
Yeah.
You know? It's just like that. There's so much suction and pressure.
So you're saying you don't look like ground beef when you come out. You just look like you,
Mist.
but
I think
like,
I think you look like a red
you
mist.
look like an actual mist?
Yeah, I think it's just.
I don't think so, man. I picture like a body being rung through that thing and now your bones are just all...
I think the plane engine is faster. The iron's going to take a minute. Not a minute, but it's going to take a little while.
I don't know.
Don't you ever watch the What If channel?
No, I don't, because you know what? I don't want to know what if.
I don't want to know.
I don't ask questions I don't want to know the answer to.
What is it? It's what if you fell into molten iron?
Oh, and then we have to do the plane engine next.
Yeah. Here.
The three most common...
Here we go.
Although your chances of staying alive are very slim, you might be able to make it out alive if you got caught in the rain beforehand.
Oh, shit.
Having a wet body might protect you. Well, briefly.
Yeah, it repels.
This is the Leidenfrost effect. If a liquid comes in contact with a surface hotter than the liquid's boiling point, it will produce a layer of insulating vapor. This is what causes the skittering effect of water on a hot pan. Because molten metal is so much hotter than the boiling point of water, the outer layer of moisture on your skin would instantly vaporize and create a coating. But this only protects you for a short amount of time, so
you have to get your ass out of there.
You have to get out.
Yeah.
Please don't get any ideas like this guy.
I love this guy.
Liquid metal is
That's
about
insane.
7 times denser than the human body, so if you fell in,
you
wouldn't sink.
Oh.
At the very least, someone would see your body before you became forged into an anvil or rolled into some sheet metal.
Oh.
If you had a protective suit on, you could potentially float and wade your way to safety.
That'd be
Suits
scary.
used in power plants with aluminized outer shells reflect 95% of radiant heat and can withstand temperatures of up to 1,650 degrees.
Do
But
you know how expensive
these
that
suits
is?
only work when exposed to high air temperatures. If you submerge them in molten metal, well, they would catch fire instantly, cooking you like a baked potato. However, if you happened to upgrade your suit with hafnium carbide, which can withstand temperatures of up to 4,000 degrees, you might stand a chance. But even if you managed to climb your way out, there might be repercussions to your health afterward, like lead poisoning.
Yeah.
Side effects may include nausea, diarrhea, high blood pressure, abdominal pain, mood disorders, and death. Although falling into a pool of molten metal would be severely painful, our pain receptors overload at temperatures above 60 degrees and become numb. So I guess that's somewhat comforting. We won't get into...
So you wouldn't feel a thing?
60 degrees, they have to be saying Celsius.
Yeah, that's like 140 or
Okay,
so.
because I was going to say 60 degrees Fahrenheit.
Okay.
What the fuck?
So you wouldn't feel a thing. You would just be filled with sheer terror that you're about to die for like a couple seconds.
Well, and think about what they said. Like, in certain situations, it cooks you.
Yeah.
That's really scary if you start going that way quickly.
I'm going to say I'm going with the plane.
Is there a plane video? I find these very interesting.
We'll check it out. I do want to thank David Chandler. Another $100 from old David Chandler. What a swell guy.
Thank you, buddy.
Thank you, David Chandler. $25 away.
I want to get him to the anniversary show
from tonight. Well, we can certainly we can have that discussion. I think that's warranted. $25 away from tonight's goal. Thank you very much. If you feel like contributing and knocking the rest of that out of the park, it looks like we're going to do that again tonight. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
So you want to know what happens if you get sucked into plane engines?
Yes, because I feel like I can't correctly answer Raz's question if I don't know. I want to know what happens to you when you go in there.
Oh, boy.
Oh, there's a lot of videos.
Human body versus airplane engine animation.
Oh, my God. I'm still going the iron.
So this is the lady. She's getting sucked in. Oh yeah, look at that. You turn into hamburger meat instantly.
That's beyond hamburger meat. You're right.
Look at that. Yeah, you just turn into little pieces.
Oh my God. But you see how there's half a body left for a little bit? Like it's just grinding away at
Guess
you?
what? That's a lifeless body.
God, I hope so.
Yeah. And that's in slow motion. Look at that. Slow motion. Ah, goodbye.
Look it.
Yeah, you're not alive for that. Don't worry.
The sound is awful.
See, look at that. Gone.
Do you come out the other side?
Oh, yeah, look at that. You're shooting out the back and everything. Look at how many layers of grinding there is. It's like making your own spaghetti noodles.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
All right. So what would you rather do? Fall into the iron or go into the airplane engine?
Just based on like which one scares me more, I still have to go with the iron. I know you die right away with the engine. I just can't. I can't think about it.
She hit an Embraer. Well, I don't think we're going to find that specific one. What is an Embraer? Let's take a look at an Embraer.
Yeah.
Embraer 170, right? Yeah, there was an Embraer 170. Let's see what that looks like.
It's a big-ass plane. Oh, maybe not.
Okay, that's an Embraer 170. That'll fuck you up. That'll get you. That's one of those express jets, though, I feel like.
I feel like that's a small Delta jet, because usually Delta's got some of the biggest planes.
That'll still kill you pretty good.
Woo! Okay, so what are you standing by? Which one?
Plane. I'm getting sucked in by the plane.
I'm still doing the iron one. It somehow scares me less.
Okay.
I don't know.
If Aaron could bag a deer, he could skip the butcher shop with one of these in the garage. There you go. Yeah, when I get a deer, I'm going to, when I finally, bag one, I'm going to just run them through a plane quick.
But you won't have anything to eat.
That's a good point.
And you'll have bone in there.
Let's go to the phones.
Fall in the grate.
All right. Fall in the grate. What's up, buddy?
All right. Shut up. All right. So since we're on this topic, did you ever see the video where the guy actually got saved by a flashlight in this situation?
In which situation?
A guy actually got saved by a flashlight getting sucked into an engine.
Really?
Of an airplane.
There's video?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. All right.
Well, we're looking now.
We'll look that up.
Yeah.
Man.
See if you can find that.
Saved from.
All right. I'll let you go.
All right. Thank you, buddy. That's K-Fall in the Great. Saved. Guy gets sucked into engine. I don't think I want to watch that.
He lived, though.
Oh, yeah. I guess this guy lived. Well, let's see.
Our top story tonight, a plane with malfunctioning landing gear was saved from disaster by a pickup truck.
Oh, this
I was
the
right
right
out
one.
here. I was
this is
afraid
fake.
for the people on the plane.
Like the front wheels
This is
weren't
fake.
coming down, and so...
So this isn't.
That wasn't the right story
That
anyways.
is not the correct story. Is it this guy?
Took it very hard. Apparently, he did make comments. Was it necessary to kill him? Because he was being treated real good.
McDonald's best friend, 20-year-old Petty Officer J.D. Bridges, makes a disastrous mistake and gets sucked into the jet engine.
Ah!
At least it's small. right? That's a small
He got
jet.
sucked in within a tenth of a second.
Oh no, he's dead.
JD Bridges was checking to make sure the
No, he's
A6
alive.
intruder jet was connected to the deck's catapult for launch. He gets too close to the engine and disappears in a terrifying split second.
Oh, maybe not.
Well, I knew immediately when it happened that he was gone. It happened so fast. It was like a rag doll getting pulled around a corner.
So who's that
There's an
one?
analogy in real life.
Okay, so who's this guy?
Alive.
Wait, what?
He makes the critical mistake when he moves in to check the trainees' work. The odds of surviving such an horrific accident are astronomical. But JD miraculously manages to crawl out alive.
Oh, you're so mangled.
And believe it or not, a bandaged JD Bridges holds a news conference the very next day.
No way.
And DeMar Hamlin can't do a fucking interview during the Bills-Bengals game? No.
This is bullshit.
This is bullshit, I say.
Want my money back.
Okay, so I don't think that's the guy.
That's not it either, but that's also impressive.
That's very, very cool. Wow.
Does anyone have a link to this video?
Someone was making fun of you for saying, oh, at least it's small. But you know what? That did maybe end up saving his life.
Wow, people are making fun of me for that?
Yeah,
I'd take my chances on a small plane than a huge-ass jet.
Yeah, my lost internet says, and wins the lottery the next day.
No kidding. And pussy's being just thrown his way. Like, nobody's business.
Okay, Fallen says, I thought that's what I thought it was. Okay, so there wasn't a flashlight involved, but that guy did live.
Maybe there was a flashlight involved. We didn't watch the whole thing. Maybe he had like a big-ass, like tough flashlight on him that kind of jammed things.
Extra big-ass fries.
Think about it.
Carl's Jr. Fuck you. I'm eating. All right. I wanted to play this. I didn't think we'd be this far into the show before I played this. We've been very busy tonight. This
penis got stuck.
His dick got stuck and it stopped him from dying.
He was so erect. It just jammed the engine.
David Chandler says, with my luck, I would fall into the engine and my steel toes would bind the engine. So he'd get stuck in there.
Maybe.
All right. Probably not. So this is an 80s TV show where they play 80s music and they have couples dancing.
Okay.
And this is 80s white couples slow dancing.
So it's awful to begin with.
Awful to begin with.
Awkward.
And then the premise of the show and the information they give you about the people dancing makes you look at each other and go, how the fuck did this make air?
There's a lot of shit from the 80s that you can ask that to.
This is an awkward 80s TV slow dance competition. Now, first of all, how do you win a slow dance competition? You're sitting there just, doing the back and forth, stepping thing, like...
I don't know, maybe like a perfected twirl or something.
Just a nice fucking...
Firm grip
on the ass, If you can get an under the cheek and then in and then like one digit in the anus, they're like, wow, that guy's a winner. And they're like, guy? No, that was the chick that did that. Like, wow. That's how you win a slow dance competition. It's just... And through the jeans. What a strong index finger that man has.
Anal denim.
Oh my God. All right, let's watch this 80s show, a TV slow dance competition.
Corey Hart's new hit is I Am By Your Side. Today we have a slow spotlight dance. We're going to find out who our dancers can count on
This is awful.
to always be by their side.
So, Always By Your Side is the name of the song by Corey Hart. So they ask the dancers, who can you count on to always be by your side? And now they have these couples dancing.
Yeah.
And I've only made it through one of the answers because I was so creeped out by it.
Okay.
First of all, it looks like a bad set from Saved by the Bell.
Yeah, it's really bad.
Like, it looks like the dances they would have at Bayside. Like, I remember when I got to high school, I was surprised by how many people were there. Because in Saved by the Bell, it always made it look like there were like 15 people at each basketball game.
There's a lot at mine.
8 people at a dance. That was it. Then you get to high school and you're like, shit, there's hundreds and thousands of people here.
Yeah.
So here's the 80s TV slow dance competition. They're going to ask each other who will always be there for them.
God.
It's worse.
Okay, couple number one is Kelly and Mike. Kelly says she counts on her boyfriend to be by her side. Meanwhile, Mike says he looks for his mom to be right there by his side.
Oh, my mom.
Oh, she's sitting there going, I love you, honey. You're the first. You'll always be there by my side. And he's like, yeah, that's great. My mommy would always be by mine. Somebody's not going to get to finger her tonight again.
No, she hates him now.
No.
We're going to get popped for this.
Why aren't we?
Look at her eyes. Look at his face.
So fucking awkward.
I can't imagine.
All right, here's Holly and Joe.
Well, I mean, in their defense, what are you supposed to do? I'm sure you can't make out on TV. You can't kiss or anything like that.
I'd probably go for a makeout move if I was in a competition.
It wouldn't make air, is what I'm saying. Like, they're not going to air in the 80s the makeout
Maybe
stuff.
a nice, cute little peck then. How's that?
I mean, you could ask them.
Maybe a nice little dick cupping.
Yeah, because that's off camera.
Obviously.
Right, you can get a little...
You know what? You wear a nice little short skirt like that chick that we were just at.
All right.
Because then you can get some action in there.
So now, if you and I are in this competition, how do you make it so it's not awkward and we're just staring at each other during the run-up?
Between you and me, I don't think it can be not awkward. I'd be laughing the whole time just to make sure, like, I'm okay. This is awkward. You don't do a slow dance competition.
So Mike gets a dick cupping and I get nothing.
Who's Mike and who's...
Just kidding. You said that she should give Mike a dick cupping. We're going to lose to them. She's cupping his balls. We're going to lose the competition.
I'm sorry.
Oh, now what are we going to do?
You know what? I'll wear a backless dress and you can tickle my back. Or you can. You get your back tickles.
Or I just tickle your sides like while the competition's going on and have you go, woo, woo, woo. Be interesting at least.
Holly says she likes to count on her father to be by her side. Meanwhile, Joe says, hey, he looks for his mom to be by his side.
Why does everyone have their mom and dad by their side? Stop it.
Why do we look like this?
Well, that's the 80s.
I don't care.
They did.
Why is everyone wienery and thin and gross if you're a dude?
Because this was before our 40% obesity rate that we have now.
Maybe that's why. Maybe they're like a reasonably sized person.
They are. They're
like,
all reasonably
you look
sized.
Sick.
Yeah. This guy's got a weird Ted Bundy thing going on.
Except not as hot.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, here we go.
This dude, he ran in front of the cat.
We have to play that next.
He already in the gay parade. That's who I'm thinking of. That guy
Eli.
looks like he's dancing with his mom.
Peaches and Rich. I think we all know the answer to this one.
Peaches?
Wait, did you hear that? The first black couple, he goes, I think we all know the answer to this one. And it's not his dad.
It's definitely mom, right?
Here's Peaches and Rich. I think we all know the answer to this one. Peaches says she looks for Rich. Rich looks for Peaches to be by his side.
Get it? Because they have no fathers?
He likes to slurp the peach juice, if you know what I mean.
His favorite song is Peaches and Cream, obviously.
Of course, 25 years before it came out.
Oh, right.
God damn it.
I'm really I'm projecting a lot here.
112 was big in the 80s. They were really huge. Yo, camera still on me? Because I'm trying to pull my dick out on this bitch right now.
I'm trying to poke.
Oh, God, I just realized we're going to get a...
I said that like 5 minutes ago. This is great, though.
I guess it's too late now,
It's too
right?
late. Keep going.
Oh, Hulk Hogan colors. There
I
you
know.
go. He says he can count on the Hulkster, and she says the Macho Man is her guy.
It's very ketchup and mustard, though.
Like I said, very saved by the Bellish.
Yeah.
Carolyn and Mike, they're kind of lucky because they both said that they have a lot of friends. They can count on all of them to be by their side.
Fuck you,
Ew.
you trifling bitch. I can't count on you.
I don't like these people.
You don't like his mullet?
They all have like really lifeless eyes, too. Like just these drugged out gazes.
This is back when people were ashamed and scared to be on TV.
So why are you doing it? I wish people would stay in their fucking lanes and like if you're nervous and shit, don't go do that thing. I like his bolo though.
You like the bolo?
Yeah. He looks miserable.
I know. Y'all don't know what to do.
Tony and Pisces are next. Tony says she looks to Monique when she needs someone to come by her side, and Pisces says he looks for Janine.
Oh, no.
Whoa, what?
Swingers.
Jesus.
But only for ladies.
I guess. My God.
What did they say? Monique and Janine?
Monique and Janine. All right. Well, do we have any more couples?
They're so uncomfortable.
I know.
Why are they shaking?
I don't understand most of this show.
Look at them shades. Look at his haircut.
Oh, we got one more.
Our slow spotlight dance with Vicky and Eric. Vicky looks to Eric. Eric looks to Vicky.
Oh, wow, that's cute.
We finally have our winners. Is she holding a wig?
I don't know.
She's holding a fucking wig.
He has a cardinal on his shirt. Cute.
Oh, no, she's got pom-poms.
Ew.
Oh, look, they're nuzzling noses.
Oh, my God, I'm going to throw up.
Oh. I think
Stop
those two,
this.
not only did those two end up winning, they ended up mating.
I prefer
after
the
that
ones
show.
that went to Monique and Janine.
Monique and Janine.
Just because the guy had a cool haircut.
That was a TV show.
Ugh, that is so gross.
That was
And you know,
a thing they did back then.
the girls definitely are the ones who signed up everyone for that, right?
You think so?
It was just the girls.
Let's see what Marquise has to say. Marquise, what's up, buddy?
What is it with white people and your complete lack of rhythm? Even in the 80s, y'all can't fucking dance.
First of all, the brothers and sisters in that one did not seem to have it going on very well either. I think that was an awkward situation for everyone.
Very stagnant.
Yeah.
Even in their awkwardness, they know how to fucking dance.
I think you're a little biased.
I think you should show us.
I am very biased.
I'll say this. White people plus dancing plus awkwardness plus 80s style. Yeah, it's not going to look good in retrospect.
Oh my!
You know who's a really good dancer though?
Patrick Swayze.
Oh. Shaka.
I've never seen them. Well, yeah.
There he goes.
Shaka
Look at him go. Oh, Lordy, if I was on an 80s TV show, I'd have taken the Mirrorball trophy home. Oh, shit. Reminds me of that time I was on 106 in Park and I beat Tigger in a rap battle. Hot shit.
You know about 106 in Park?
Fucking, I watched 106 in Park, motherfucker. And The Basement.
Uh-oh.
I watched The Basement and 106 in Park.
Are you nervous?
Oh, Aaron is really a nigga.
That's
All
right.
fair
I'm telling you.
Don't tell him that.
Big Tigger in The Basement. He would bring rappers on. They would freestyle, which they were.
Wow.
Yeah, they were obviously written, but.
Yeah. I am impressed by your blackness.
I'm telling you, man.
Okay.
I'm telling you. Big Tigger in The Basement. That's where I first discovered Jadakiss, one of my favorite rappers.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
He's gonna come here and fuck you now.
What's that?
I fucking love Aaron now. He's black as shit.
I'm telling you.
Don't tell him that.
Yeah.
He loves it.
And it's not. Hey, and let me tell you something, Marquise. I'm not cocky. I'm confident. So when you tell me I'm the best, it's a compliment. Sorry.
Gross.
Wow.
I'm sorry. I had to.
April.
Yeah.
You got you a good one right there. Punching out.
See, there you go. I had one more thing for you, real quick, before you leave. One more thing.
Shoot.
This is I can confirm this. This is absolutely true. I got bitches on top of the Phantom, and the pinky got bling like the ring around Saturn. Just letting you know this.
My man, my motherfucking man.
Hey, Marquise, true story. I'm bringing the team back. Even Roy Jones was forced to lean back.
Oh my!
Wait a minute. Here you go, Marquise. Here's a real deep cut. Ready? And I will listen to this song unironically every fucking day of the week. Remember the left hook that James Toney got? A sucker move I stole from a gamecock. Y'all must have forgot.
Oh my God. Bars, nigga. That's the fuck I'm talking about.
Roy Jones Jr. Y'all must have forgot. When they took his gold medal in Seoul, Korea, best look back at his whole career, because y'all must have forgot.
Yo, we were fucking bonded here. Oh, this is hot.
April, the best pound for pound is mine. Hit Percy Harris with 4 hooks at one time. Y'all must have forgot.
I feel like I'm in a Blacks.com ad right now. So much blackness in this room.
Wow.
Oh.
Fucking base. Jesus.
Well, Marquise,
Way
thank
to
you.
bring down the blackness with your whiteness.
Y'all put me there, okay?
What the hell?
All right, later, buddy. People forget this about me.
Okay.
I was a fan back in the
So,
day.
you know how I keep this little notebook that nobody shall ever see but me? I put a note down here with a date because I figured you'd want to remember this day.
Yeah.
I said, this is the day Marquise Harris called Aaron and
The N-word.
And
Yeah.
black as fuck.
I am black.
This is your day.
Travis says Aaron Anthony would be ashamed. You know what? It's our differences that bring us together. That's.
To opposites attract, right?
Yeah. What is, hey, April?
Yes, black man.
I pull a 9 out my pocket. I'm lying. I pull a Mac out the closet, start firing. Oh.
Ew, they're getting wife swap levels of close. God.
Hey, stop fucking with this radical cat. You fuck around and need a medical. I fucking forgot the thing. The lead'll go clack, your head'll go back. Sorry. Aaron's got a knob job coming. Look.
From who?
If you can't acknowledge the level of street credibility I just gained, that's hateration and holleration in this dancery.
April thinks she's in a parole meeting right now. It is making me nervous.
Thank you to Andrea for the $5. We are $15 away from tonight's goal.
Thank you.
Triple N with $5 says Lil Wayne and DaBaby, and Baby, not DaBaby. Lil Wayne and Baby kissed on The Basement. I did not know that.
Aaron hates Lil Wayne.
I like Lil Wayne's first album.
I do too.
His song, what is it called? God damn it, Gangsta Shit. Lil Wayne featuring Petey Pablo.
Petey
Wonderful
Pablo's
song.
awesome.
That's right. What's the name of y'all, Julia? Tell him freeze me up.
I feel like my credit score is dropping.
I know. When I try to do a Petey Pablo impression, mine does go down.
I don't mean to ever get embarrassed in front of you, but
Oh.
I'm glad my father's not listening.
It's BC in the place with Young Free, and I got what it takes to rock the mic right. Yeah. 50 shots still will turn the club out. I bring the hood when I'm traveling. Sorry. Aaron,
I'm so proud.
Thank you. I don't care. This is fun. Good times. Your chances for a domestic did. Oh, thank you. Your property value just went down.
Oh.
Says Killer Beehive.
I can't get a loan anymore.
Does Aaron do hip hop karaoke right now on the program?
I think you've been.
Does Aaron fire up an actual? So I think if we hit the goal before overtime, I think for overtime Marquise picks the song, and if I'm familiar with it, hip-hop karaoke.
You know what? Mazel tov.
I'm going to see if I can entertain the 4 black people that are here.
I don't trust myself to not say the N-word, so I don't prefer doing hip-hop songs.
Marquise says, I feel like I've bonded with Aaron. Omega Dread says, my mom said, is that a white-black guy? Well, it could be a white-black guy. Could be a black-white guy.
He got his skin bleached.
Who knows? Yeah. Jay the Gent says, I'm rather entertained. Aaron couldn't look whiter right now. Well, you know.
Wearing his Death Row shirt.
Different opinions. Yeah, I got my Death Row Records shirt on. Oh. Hamburger Steak says, there's 4 now? No, seriously, Ant's going to be pissed. Don't worry, he won't watch. It's fine.
I don't think he actively watches this show.
Ever go to any hip-hop or rap shows, Aaron? Yeah, but really local. This is going to sound weird. I know. You look at me, whatever. Really
Ew.
local club shit back in the day.
Oh.
Because my buddy actually had a couple of albums, and he was on the local Minneapolis hip-hop scene.
He was in a group.
He didn't bring us with him. We were like his D.
Tell everyone that doesn't know.
We were the D12 to his Eminem. And I was probably, if not bizarre, I was maybe con artist.
What was the name of your group again?
Spitonics, thank you very much.
Oh, and what was your name?
Crucifix. It was fucking terrible. It was really bad.
Somewhere your mother has to have a tape of that.
Well, at any rate. No, I bet you BAME does. So at any rate, I would go to those shows, and let's just say that Dry Ice and his friends that went stuck out like a sore thumb.
Yeah?
Yeah. Big time.
I've only been to one rap concert ever, and it was kind of recent, like 5 years ago, maybe 6, like Tech 9 at the Armory. It was pretty good. They're awesome.
All right, so Jay Swizzle says, thanks for answering my question. Seems like I found a gem. I can't remember. Was it his question that started the whole thing off?
I don't know.
Jesus. All right, well, at any rate. We hit overtime tonight, and if you guys want karaoke, I'm trying not to say the N-word. I'll spit some bars. It's not like April's going to not be embarrassed of me either way.
Yeah, right.
So I have nothing to lose.
He might as well go for it. He clearly wants to do it.
Here's the deal. I know what I am. I know I'm beautiful. I know I am talented. I know all of these things. If other people don't think so, you can't let that change you. Sing Shame on It. No, I'm not going to sing Shame. Obviously, I cannot do that song. All right. Marquis says, I'm going to send Aaron a do-rag, a gold chain, and some baggy jeans.
And request that he wears them.
And request that Hamburger Steak says, the ego on this motherfucker tonight. Well, look, I have to, sometimes you have to pump yourself up, you got to, let yourself, it's one of those days where you go, hey, you know what? You're all right, buddy. My cousin is opening for Jeezy down in the cities. Haven't decided if I really want to go. Well,
you do, though.
Shit, that's pretty.
That sounds pretty fucking fun, actually.
You don't love your relative if you don't go.
Your cousin is opening for Jeezy? What the fuck?
Marquis, send him an EBT, says Alex. Yeah, let's go all the way. Why not? Why not?
I want to know what venue that is.
All right, we got 4 minutes until Just a Dabbler's favorite, Super Chat music. And then we'll knock out that goal, and then we'll do overtime tonight. And we've got a lot of other stuff to talk about until then. A spokesperson for the Ventura County Sheriff's Office tells TMZ that it was around 11 p.m. Tuesday night when they started receiving calls about Britney Spears deleting her Instagram account. Authorities went to her home out of an abundance of caution. Have these Britney Spears fans not done enough to fuck this person's life up?
Yeah. Can you imagine getting the police called on you because your Instagram's down?
Yeah. So she deleted her Instagram again.
Not anything new.
Yeah, this is something that she does from time to time. And when she took her Instagram down, a bunch of fans got concerned and thought, oh my God, what's Britney going to do? Oh yeah, I'm sorry, River Red.
Is that her legal name now?
No, she just wants to identify as River Red. It's a lot easier than filing the paperwork.
Ugh.
So River Red deleted her Instagram, or their Instagram. I don't know. And the fucking fans called the cops and told them, we need you to go check on Britney. We need to see if she's okay. Who gives a shit? Whatever they're going to go check on has long been done anyway before you idiots go and call the cops.
Yeah, what are you doing, babysitting her Instagram?
God, I think Britney Spears fans might be worse than Dave Matthews Band fans.
Ew.
I'm telling you. I mean, because if something happens to Dave Matthews, nobody's calling the cops for Dave Matthews. None of his fans are.
I also feel like, unless I'm way off base, he's not crazy. He's just terrible.
Yeah, he's just dentist music. But like Britney Spears, she has fans that like actively ruined her life. Her father and mother had rebuilt her finances, rebuilt her life, and made sure that the world didn't see what a fucking mess she was.
Yep.
Then the fans went, come on, Britney, you should be on your own. Britney, they should lift the, what's it called? The conservatorship. They should lift it. And then they kept going to court, and finally she got it. And since the day they lifted that thing, she has been nothing but a fucking nightmare for the rest of the world to deal with.
Yeah, and like speaking of like financials and shit like that, like the house that she's currently in or whatever, she bought not long ago and she's already trying to sell it. Yeah. So like she's making just erratic, big ass decisions like that, which is totally her call to make, but I guess we'll see what happens.
No one said shit when Britney lost her mind and shaved her head and had her piss flaps hanging out. Right. They just, I mean, And then she deleted her Instagram. Is she going to be okay? If she had her Instagram, she's not going to be okay. The bitch is broken.
No, I think she's just showing us the crazy on Instagram.
Yeah. Don't worry about it, guys. Live your lives. I want to play this next story before we go to the super chat. Actually, you know what? Let's do super chat music. Let's knock this out.
Okay.
Then we'll go to this next story. And if you guys want to wrap it up with karaoke, we can. Otherwise, I will fuck off and not do that. Let's go. There we go. The super chat music.
Super chat.
If you will. All right. We're only 15 away for tonight, so we'll just knock this out real quick and then get back into the show. $15 away from tonight's goal. There's the links in the chat. Streamlabs, PayPal, Super Chats, and memberships. Let's see if we can knock out the 15 that are remaining. Once we do that, 30 minutes of overtime gets tacked on to the end of tonight's program. And we will continue on. And then tomorrow, of course, 6 a.m., Friday, 6 a.m. It's April and I the rest of the week.
Ew, right? So fun. I like it.
Good.
That was a joke. That was an obvious joke. Go fuck yourself.
I do as well. Alex Bernal with $2 says, shut up and take my money. We'll round that down in just a second here. 15 away from tonight's goal. And, of course, lots of stories. We spent a lot of time on a couple of different things tonight and didn't get through a lot of stuff, which means it's just going to extend out to tomorrow. All right, looks like I think we're going to be close here. We got to thank... let me get to it here. Sorry, guys.
You got it.
I got to get to the person. Andrew with $15, and that's going to do it. Thank you guys very much. Goal hit, and that means 30 minutes of overtime coming your way tonight, and we start on tomorrow, which will be, of course, the normal morning show goal of 350 for Thursday morning. So just 2 more days left to hit, and then it's another successful day for the old steel toe. Thank you guys very much. Make sure you hit the likes on the video. My lost interest says I have not lost interest. You guys rock. Thank you very much. That's going to change things.
Thank you.
Now, when it comes to... Oh, what the fuck was I just going to say before I had to thank that fella? No. I was done with the Britney thing. Oh, yeah, this story.
Okay.
I'm going to hit play, and then I'm going to cross my fingers, and I'm going to hope that we don't actually see any skin of the person involved in this crime.
Are we giving the audience a behavior test right now?
Yes, we're going to give the audience a behavior test. So we're going to play the story, and then I'm going to check the chat, and I'm going to see how well you guys behaved. I'm purposely not teasing this one. Let's just play. All right. On Wednesday, a suspect arrived in an older model Chevrolet Colorado, got out of the vehicle, and approached a gorilla statue. The suspect then cut the cable that was locking the statue to the front of the store, loaded the gorilla into the truck, and drove away. There's a shot of the guy pulling up in the truck. Oh, thank God.
Oh, he's away.
Oh, thank God he took the gloves off. Oh, does that help a lot?
Oh, thank God. So clearly he's just removing this because he finds it very
racially insensitive.
Racist.
Yeah. You know what? Lot of inappropriate chats avoided with just that man removing his gloves.
Well, yeah. Can you imagine if it was the alternative?
Right. An Asian stealing it would be weird.
Very weird. Yes. Or a Native American.
Yes. Or a Mexican.
Or a Mexicant.
Or a Mexicant. Or a Mexicant. All right, so here we go. There's he's cutting a cable.
How about we stop sagging our pants, though? We don't have to act the part.
Whoa! Act the part of what?
A thug, obviously.
What does that mean?
Steals things.
Maybe that's the song I should do. I'm a Thug by Trick Daddy.
I think that'd be a good
All
one.
right, we could do. How about after this story, we do I'm a Thug?
Why don't you close the show with that?
With I'm a Thug?
Yeah.
All right, fair enough. Motherfuck the po-po. There we go.
Don't
fuck the gorilla in the ass.
No,
What is this, Ving Rhames in Pulp Fiction?
Now
No.
we're tossing salads.
Oh,
no.
now we're just putting the gorilla right there. No gorilla dick, so it's a lady gorilla.
Oh, there's a bump there.
And it might even be, and it's a bad gorilla, and it may even be a little bit human. For a big surprise, Ivan and Nikita Koloff, when they go up against Dusty Rhodes and a full-blooded American gorilla, brother, and there would be gorilla shit all over the Omni. I fucked that up so bad. So there he goes. Oh, make sure you... Yep, there you go. All right. You don't want that gorilla to fall out of your truck.
You don't want your gorillas being lost.
No, you don't want to lose a gorilla. You never know where they're going to turn up. So there he goes. If he would, like, when he took those gloves off, or you look at that and there's white skin, you're like, okay, you know what? I think we've avoided a lot of potential pitfalls.
So what was the cause?
With this story.
What was the cause for stealing it?
Well, let's go take a look. That's it. They just want to find the guy. They don't care why. They sell white skin gloves. Did you know that, guys? Says Gordon. Mars, he did not abduct Leslie Jones. It was a gorilla statue.
Oh, see, that clears that up for me. I was wondering.
Hamburger Steak says the one time a white guy commits the crime. Now, see why?
Well, he didn't want a racist thing out there. That's why we buy the shit from the antique store. You don't want people to look at that, right?
Phoenix says, thinking of the SNL bit with the report teams. Oh, by the way, Andrew, thank you for the $15 over there on PayPal. Shaka says, oh, thank you very much. There you go.
Oh, you're hurting him. You just threw him down.
Sorry, Shaka. You'll be all right. Sandy Squatch says, hey, now, why was that statue in a cage? That doesn't seem right. That is. Alex Bernal says, the Z71, a notorious Mexican truck.
I am actually with Sandy now. I don't like that the gorilla was held down with a cable.
Nobody puts Zongo in a cage. The urge to have one in your possession never goes away for some whites, says Curly Adam.
A new angle. He wanted one so bad.
Oh, man. Lou Ferrigno is reminded to say, rest in peace, George Floyd. Absolutely.
Yes,
that has nothing to do with the story. He just wanted to say rest in peace.
Our Lord and Savior.
Yes. Birthday present for mom, says My Lost Interest. He actually said he didn't mean to steal the gorilla, but...
Guys, the monkeys are attacking us.
It's true. He also steals all the Gorilla Glue off the shelves at Lowe's.
He just doesn't like gorillas.
He's got a gorilla thing. He's just got a thing for gorillas. All right, we've got... let's do this one. And then we got... Oh, that burned 1 minute of overtime. I think that...
How did that burn so quickly?
I think the guy being white kind of helped the story kind of move along.
It fizzled out.
Yeah, if you will. Justin Bieber sold his entire music catalog for $200 million. Good for him.
I saw that today. Now,
Jesus.
When you sell your catalog, does that mean you're done doing shows?
No. He can still perform it. He just can't sell it. He can't sell it for commercials. He can't sell it for movies. He sold it to a company who's now going to lease it out for. Yeah. You're going to hear a lot more Justin Bieber now on commercials, in movies, on TV shows, on stuff like that. It's actually a ridiculously good investment.
Oh no, I totally get that. I mean, it's $200 million.
Yeah, it's like a deal. Usually, a deal for someone's catalog is one of the most mutually beneficial deals you can strike. Because Bieber now can cash out at $200 million, more money than he'll ever be able to spend. And then the people who bought it, I mean, they'll be able to profit off that for decades and decades.
Well, plus he's got stroke face, so he doesn't want to perform anymore.
Right. I mean, who needs to perform when your face is all stroked out and shit?
It's the Botox.
Yes, that's exactly what happened. So Justin Bieber, $200 million richer. Again, good for him. I like that. I want all these guys to just sell their music when they reach their peak instead of like, let's say you're mystical and you didn't sell your catalog when you were at your peak and now nobody wants any mystical music.
Not ever.
Or like
nobody looks for mystical.
Right. Or like Sean Paul didn't sell his catalog in 2003 when they wanted to use it for. Although technically if he owns his catalog, he can still sell it for the commercials. Mm-hmm. Like he can still make the money and license it.
Yeah, but who's buying it? You're right. You've got to sell it at peak, I feel.
Energy drinks would be good Sean Paul music commercials.
Maybe.
Yeah. I would like to see someone like Super White by Sean Paul's catalog, and then for their heating and air conditioning.
I was just going to say that.
Yeah, for their heating and air conditioning commercial, they could do temperature.
Yeah.
Have a white guy in the tool belt just dancing around with a wrench in his hand. It's like, yeah, no matter what the temperature, we'll come and fix your AC and heating.
Oh, what else does he have? What are we doing for Get Dizzy? Like a time management company?
Oh, a bouncy house place.
You and I went way different directions on that.
Or an amusement park.
Okay.
Yeah, for Get Dizzy. Or for Dizzy. Or busy. Get busy. Fuck, did I say Get Dizzy? That's why I thought amusement park. Get busy. Jesus, I said dizzy. Fuck me.
You said dizzy twice.
No, you're right. Get busy would be like a whorehouse.
Ooh.
Yeah.
This can be for like, it can be for like those cam soda commercials or whatever.
Oh, yeah, you could do Get Busy.
You know what I mean? For like late night
Jizzy.
TV.
I fucked that up. Yeah, you could do all kinds of stuff. Fleshlight commercials.
Nice.
There you go. All kinds of options. Somebody asked about who wouldn't want Shake Ya Ass by Mystical. I just think that the association with Mystical at this point in his career is not good. Yeah, it's not very good. Watch this British lady who double parked argue with two guys about a scratch on her car. Now, if you double park and you fuck up somebody's park job, you have no right to complain about anything that happens to your car.
No, it's your fault.
It's 100% your fault. So let's watch British people fight. They might even fight politely.
I'm just taking some pictures of this scratch.
Okay, but...
Oh, shit, that was a pretty bad one.
That's pretty bad, though. Because you can see it goes along her entire, like, wheel well there.
He's kind of a dick, though, because, like, even though she's double parked, like, just go find another spot. Like, obviously she
That's
took
what I
up...
do.
Yeah, she took up too much of that spot. I get it. You're trying to prove a point, but was it worth it?
I'm that person now. I've got a nice vehicle, so I don't like to park too close to somebody because it's not that I might hit them. It's I don't want them hitting me or them feeling like they can't squeak in there.
Yeah.
Okay, but we've not scratched it.
Look how close you are to my car. You must have scratched it.
What do you mean, look how close?
Look.
I mean, dude, she's kind of got you there.
Dude, he had to get out the other side of the vehicle.
Or out through the window like a NASCAR driver.
Oh, my God.
Dude, I mean, that is pretty snug.
Ridiculous. You're so
okay,
close.
Look, but look,
my car.
look, I'm in the bay, yeah?
That's
You're
true.
not in your bay.
I don't care. You have scratched my car.
How have I scratched your car?
You must have
The car's
done.
not touching. The car's not touching.
Yeah, but look how close you are. You must have scratched it as you were...
It's easy to figure out. Does he have a corresponding scratch on his car?
Exactly. That is pretty simple.
Yeah.
Driving in. There's no way.
No, hold a minute.
Look, you did. I'm sorry.
There's not a scratch in our car.
You probably scratched
If it's scratched yours,
scratched your wheel.
No way. This honestly, when I parked this car, there was no scratch on it. There's a scratch on it now.
But I'm saying it.
Fucking not going to stop old Detective Clouseau over here.
So let's say she is right and they scratched her. Who's at fault here? Because technically they're in their parking spot.
Yeah.
I think whose fault it is whoever got there second. I think because if let's say if she was parked there first, like you said, go find a different spot or park a little over.
It's not worth it, right?
It's not worth it, right?
I think if they did do that scratch, it's their fault. She's also remarkably hateable, and she has no proof that they actually did it. So
Your insurance details as well, please.
I've
taken a picture.
You know what? I think we have one of those stories where I hate everyone in it.
I do too because do you not have any parking lot etiquette?
Yeah, I don't like her. She sucks. A, for accusing them without any proof, and B, for double parking.
And
then I hate
those bangs.
And, of course, the bangs. But I hate those guys because, dude, just fucking drop it and go park somewhere else.
But you scratched your car now.
She does drive a Range Rover. I mean, I'd be upset too, I guess.
Yeah.
I also wouldn't double park my fucking Rover either.
Show your number plate.
No, but like what I'm saying, if there's a scratch on your car, how come there's not a scratch on my car? And what
You
I'm saying
must
is,
have- you must
we're
have
parked
damaged it
close,
more. You must have damaged it more.
But
I'm
like,
sorry,
we're in the
Yeah, right. That little Volkswagen is definitely not going to get a scratch, whereas that Range Rover is getting a scratch.
Yeah, I'll tell you why she's lying. If you go back and look at how big her scratch is and like how indented the middle part of that scratch is, they would have had to have one on theirs. It's not them.
the bay. I'm in the bay. You're not in the bay.
I don't care whether I'm...
You've got that side. You just parked over two bays and I'm just parked in the bay.
No, I don't care. Somehow this has got a scratch on it.
Right, and she's
saying that we scratched the car, yeah, but there's no scratch on our car.
This couldn't scratch his car like that.
Thank you.
Yeah, no.
So now there's a third party coming in there going, nah, they wouldn't have scratched your car like that.
I gotta see him pan to like between the two vehicles again. I don't think theirs is tall enough.
You must have done.
No,
you must have done.
You're not even parked in the bay. You're not even parked in the bay.
I'm not parked in the bay. You.
There. I mean, yeah, they'd have to do it with this part, but this part clearly didn't hit their car.
It's not even close.
The
No.
door handle, maybe?
And with their type of matte finish on their paint over here, they would have had to have a scratch. It's impossible not to.
I mean, the door handle looks a little dinged up.
How can you tell?
Then again, the door handle can't make this mark.
That's a long mark, and in the middle there, too, it looks
Yeah.
like it went back and forth a little bit.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, that wasn't them.
You're going to see the mark on this car.
Exactly.
My car's not big enough
Honestly,
to hit
when
like
I park.
I'll tell you what happened. She parked her car there first. Some other asshole tried
Yep.
to pull in close, realized they hit her car, pulled out, and left because they're like, fuck, I just hit a Land Rover.
Yeah.
And she's blaming it on them.
And now she's blaming those guys, who, again, should have found a different parking spot because you're making more work for yourself.
You are. And
more
I don't
than
know.
anything else.
I don't know how either of you are getting in your vehicles now.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to have to go through you're going to have to do the old NASCAR. Jay Santos says, check her insurance history. She's a scammer. No, I think April had it right. I think this woman she saw that there was a mark in her car. She saw that there was a scratch, and she just blamed the closest person instead of finding out who actually did it.
It's definitely somebody else. Think about it. If you pulled into a spot and you realized you scratched somebody's car and you had no problem not having a guilty conscience about it, you'd just fucking leave too, right?
Well, and to stay out of trouble. Like
just to stay out of trouble. You're getting out of there.
Exactly. Citizen M says, I hate everyone involved. I had the same thought watching Shuli guest star on Compound Media. It's okay, buddy.
Wait, was Shuli on today?
I don't know. We didn't stick around on Anthony's
boy.
show today. We had things to do.
I'd like to see that.
Bane Koof with $5 says Adonis Paul at Late Night with Adonis Paul show calls this hate. Yeah, I hate it. This is one of those stories where you just kind of hate everybody that's involved in it for sure. By the way, Adonis Paul, very cool to this program. So we are Adonis Paul fans over here on Steel Toe. Unless he said something about Jews, then I can't associate with the man.
His name's Aaron, for God's sakes.
Yes, I mean, I am one of them. No. Pope Francis just criticized laws that criminalize homosexuality as unjust, saying God loves all his children just as they are. The pontiff called on Catholic bishops who support the laws to welcome LGBTQ people into the church. Now, this is something I always give modern Christians shit for. Either you believe in your religion and what your God says, or you don't. You can't do this pick and choose shit that the Pope does when he needs to, drum up the numbers in the pews on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can't just go, oh, gays? I mean, when have we ever had a problem with gays? And all the time, you guys. Yeah.
Since the thing was written,
Right.
whole, the Bible thing.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to look through, because people say, God doesn't have, Jesus never says anything about abortion. All right, fair enough. Probably can't find that too much in the Bible. But when it comes to gay people, there's a lot of instruction in there.
There's whole passages on it.
It ranges from die to
kill them.
To kill them to we just really, really hate you and never want to see you.
Right.
That's about it.
It's all pretty ugly.
So this Pope is, technically that's blasphemy.
Yes.
What the Pope is saying. The Pope is engaging in blasphemy by saying homosexuality isn't a crime and LGBTQ people should be welcome into the church.
Check it out. You can say that it's not a crime in society, but religiously, it is a religious crime. It goes against what your beliefs are supposed to be.
Yeah, you can do the Jesus thing, the render unto Caesar that which is Caesar's and render unto God that which is God's, which means, hey, if the government makes a law, hey, follow the law, whatever, don't make a big deal. But your rules have to be your rules. So yeah. I don't know. The Christians are doing this thing now where they're trying to like in the movie Dogma when Carlin releases the Buddy Christ, where he's trying to reshape the image of Christianity. I don't know.
I mean, it's the oldest book there is. Good luck with that.
But like they all do it. Like Lutherans are doing it. Catholics are doing it.
I remember that in my hometown church that I grew up in. It was Lutheran, and when there was a pastor that came in that was like starting to change the church to being like they allowed like gay marriages to happen there were fucking people just mad. There was either people that were like all embracing it, and then the other half was like, I'm leaving. I can't go here anymore, obviously.
Yeah. I think with this stuff, you kind of got to look at the Pope and go, hey man, like if you want to do this and welcome gay people, like that's fine. We can still have a group where we meet and talk about stuff. I just don't think we can call it Christian anymore.
No.
It's got to be like a tea club.
It's like
something like that.
Yeah, I don't even know what you'd call it.
Yeah. But not everyone who says to me, Lord, Lord, will enter the kingdom of heaven. That's Matthew 7:21. Jesus says, not everyone who says to me, Lord, Lord, will enter the kingdom of heaven, but only the ones who does the will of my Father in heaven. John 10:9, I am the gate. If anyone enters by me, he will be saved and will come in and go out and find pasture. Romans 1:26. For this reason, God delivered them over to disgraceful passions. Their women exchanged natural sexual relations for unnatural ones. The men in the same way also left natural relations with women and were inflamed in their lust for one another. Men committed shameless acts with men and received in their own persons the appropriate penalty of their error.
I mean, that's pretty explicit, right?
I mean, that's the book. You can't say that's your book and say that, hey, the gays are cool. Gays are awesome. It's wonderful. Bring them on in. You can do that. You just can't. You know, it's kind of like if you own a McDonald's and you say, we're going to start serving Whoppers. I mean, you can do that. You're just going to lose your franchising rights.
It's not right.
Yeah, you're just going to lose. You can't call it McDonald's anymore.
Right.
Corinthians 6:9. Don't you know that the unrighteous will not inherit God's kingdom? Don't be deceived. No sexually immoral people, idolaters, adulterers, or males who have sex with males. No thieves, greedy people, drunkards, verbally abusive people, or swindlers will inherit God's kingdom.
Wow, people forget that too. Drunkards.
Yeah, you got to watch that drinking.
Wow.
Then we get into Leviticus, which is...
Oh, yeah. Well, think about the greedy people part too. Like, basically, nobody's getting into heaven unless you ask for forgiveness and, like, believe you're forgiven.
That's why the Catholics believe in that anointing of the sick where you get forgiven for all your sins on your deathbed. So you can go in all pure. Let's go to the phones here quickly.
Brian the Garbage Man.
Ryan the Garbage Man, what enlightened thoughts do you have on this religious issue?
Well, I think the Pope does have a bit of a loophole.
Okay.
I'm going to quote this. I'm going to quote this verbatim. Jesus said, "Whatever law you make in my name on earth, so shall it be in heaven."
Are you now? Is that from the Bible, or are you just quoting dogma?
No, I think that's from the Bible.
That's legit. Okay, so Jesus said, "Look, you hold it true down there. I got you up here."
Yeah, something like that.
That's like a
I don't know. It could
rad
be,
absentee father
too.
right
I
there.
don't know.
Yeah. All right. Well, maybe the Pope's exploiting the loophole. Then maybe gays are fine now, and the Bible's full of shit.
The poop hole loophole.
The poop hole loophole. There you go. That's what we'll call this one. The poop hole loophole. All right. Thank you, Ryan. Ryan actually
Thanks, Ryan.
Contributing. That was very nice.
You are so mean.
No, it was a good call. I was being nice.
Could your voice squeak anymore?
Yeah, a little bit. Leviticus 18:22 says, "You are not to sleep with a man as with a woman. It is detestable." Is that Leviticus 18:22 or Jesse Lee Peterson today?
I think it's one and the same.
You are not to sleep with a man as with a woman. It is detestable. And that's amazing.
Beta.
If you sleep with a man and you are a man, that's beta. Leviticus 20:13. If a man sleeps with a man as with a woman, they have both committed a detestable act. They must be put to death. Their death is their own fault. Shit, they don't leave a lot of wiggle room there in Leviticus, do they?
There are no loopholes in that statement. Like none. Actually none.
I'll be honest with you guys. Leviticus, pretty hardcore. It sounds like one of those rules you got to follow.
Oh, you're kind of gay and you've done some gay shit. I think you must die now.
That thing you were worried about on my arm, by the way?
Yeah.
You see that? Is that getting bigger?
Fuck.
Is it?
It feels grosser.
Uh-oh. That's not good.
If
Yeah, Mars was right. That did kind of come off a little Cosby-esque. That was a little Cosby Lee Peterson.
we maybe should maybe no hurry,
Lance
but
it?
like next time, no. Next time you have like a physical, I think you should bring it up.
Okay.
It could just be a fatty cyst.
Maybe I just have a fatty cyst. Some people saying it's AIDS. Some people jumping to monkeypox.
Well, I don't know if anyone, I don't think there's a way you can even get close to the camera and show it. He's got like a bump.
I got a bump on
Like
my arm.
an actual lump that's like in his arm at all times. I figure it's a fatty cyst. I don't know.
Man calls police after hearing a woman screaming in New York Police Department precinct parking lot. Turns out it was two officers fucking.
Bravo.
Yes. The latest incident took place earlier this week in a parking lot outside of a Brooklyn precinct. The two, who are partners, more ways than one,
Obviously.
were caught by other officers having sex in a car in the parking lot reserved for officers.
Now, are these two going to hell or was it hetero?
Oh, let's find out.
Pick one.
These two loud lovebirds might have been on their own time, but they couldn't make it off the premises before getting intimate. They just...
What's hotter than that? Okay, if you are a police officer and you've got access to a cop car, and you're in uniform, that's pretty hot.
You know what's bugging the shit out of me, though? Maybe as a woman, fine, whatever. What's bugging the shit out of me as a guy is that fucking belt you got to get off. The utility belt.
That might take a while, but
right?
she's wearing one too.
Not only that, let's say you take off the utility belt, gun's not holstered properly, you blow her fucking head off before you can blow her fucking head
well,
off.
suddenly you're into necrophilia.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All of a sudden you got a new hole.
If you fuck it quick enough, she's still warm.
Where does it, where do the lines cross?
I didn't know she was dead, guys.
Two other NYPD officers, the man feared the woman was being hurt and couldn't see which vehicle the screams were coming from around 1:30 a.m. Tuesday morning. Two other NYPD officers responded to the call and investigated the matter in the parking lot. They found two of their fellow officers getting it on in a car. The unnamed man and woman were naked at the time, and according to a source, they were getting, quote, hot and heavy. The two officers have been reportedly having a not-so-secret affair. In fact, the male officer's wife... Oh, boy.
Oh, no.
The male officer's wife became aware of the relationship and showed up at the precinct last summer.
Oh, so this has been going on for a while.
Yeah, it didn't help, lady. Did not help you showing up there and confronting. They did not seem very upset.
What are you going to do? They're officers of the law.
Yeah.
They're armed.
All right, I want Marquise to call in. He's going to pick the song.
I thought you wanted the...
I'm a Thug by Trick Daddy. What other ones can we do? Otherwise, if he's got another one that he specifically wants me to do, if we're going to do the rap karaoke thing to see if indeed Aaron's got bars or not.
Yeah.
That's what. See now, Marquise called me the N-word today, and he said
black as fuck.
And he said I'm black as fuck. So I want to see if I get more passes or fewer passes if I actually perform a song. Let's see what Marquise has got for us. Hello,
Marquise Harris.
Yes, buddy. What's going on?
All right, if you know this song, I'm actually gonna mark out on this. All right.
If it's early 2000, if it's late 90s to early 2000s hip hop, there might be a chance.
That's exactly what it is. Ain't no nigga by Jay-Z and Foxy Brown.
Ooh, that's a good one. I know this song. I have not heard it in, quite frankly, decades at this point. It was not one of my favorite Jay-Z songs. I'm not going to be able to do that one.
Okay. All right, then you know what? All right, then I'll give you another one.
I'll
give you another one. You know what? Give me your favorite Jay-Z song. I could do that. Yeah.
Oh, my favorite Jay-Z song. Okay, my favorite Jay-Z song.
Izzo for me.
I could do Izzo. I could do Renegade. I could do
Renegade. There you go. Renegade.
You want Renegade? Do I do
Renegade.
Eminem and Jay-Z for Renegade?
Oh man.
Yes.
Do them both? All right. Oh, it goes sticks when I look up Renegade, Jay-Z, Eminem karaoke. All right, here we go. Now, are you going to stay on for this and you can judge it as we go?
I'll mute myself.
All right, here we go. He's going to stay on. God,
Are you nervous? I'm just kicking back watching.
It's one thing that's hard for me when I start rapping is it's hard for me not to do like a black dialect, and that's going to be kind of cringe.
I think you should just do it however your flow comes out.
All right. Verse, so I need a second here. Let's bring Marquise on. How'd we do with that first one?
Oh my God, I'm marking out. Oh, it was so fucking awesome.
He's red as shit
Oh,
over
that
here.
was great.
It is not easy anymore. I'll tell you that. I'm turning red. It's not easy. All right, April.
That was fucking flawless.
All right. Wow, flawless. All right, now I got to do the Eminem verse.
All right.
And that one's going to be all right. So you mute yourself again. Jay Swizzle says, now breathe, Crimson Face. Yeah,
you did get really puffy and red. It makes me nervous.
It's not easy anymore.
I'm scared you're going to stroke out.
All right, let's see if I stroke out here. All right. Menace. And if the shoe fits, I wear it. But if it don't, then y'all'll swallow the truth, grin and bear it. Now, who's the king of these rude, ludicrous, lucrative lyrics? Who could inherit the title? Put the youth in hysterics, using his music to steer it, sharing his views and his merits. If there's a huge interference, they're saying you shouldn't hear it. Maybe it's hatred I spew. Maybe it's food for the spirit. Maybe it's beautiful music I made for you to just cherish. But I'm debated, disputed, hated, and viewed in America as a motherfucking drug addict like you didn't expect. Parents, you fucking do-gooders. Too bad you couldn't do good at marriage. And do you have any clue what I had to do to get here? I don't think you do. So stay tuned and keep your ears glued to stereo. Cause here we go. He's chicka. I'm the sinister Mr. Kiss My Ass is just a renegade. All right, I'm done. Woo! Marquise, bring it back.
Oh my God. Oh, I'm so proud.
Oh man. I forgot how difficult of a song that was.
Oh, I can cry. I am so proud. I'm so happy.
They're saying Aaron almost passed out. Yeah, that is not the slowest song in the world.
It is not, and you did a damn good job at it.
Woo! Did that one a lot back in the day.
It was good.
Oh my God, that was great.
All right, well there we go. There we go. I'm gunning for my lifetime pass. And if I am,
well, you already got it.
If I am quote black as fuck, as you said earlier, I have to be able to do that. So there we go.
Oh man, bravo!
Thank you, sir.
Bravo, sir.
All right, we'll talk to you later, my friend.
All right, take it easy.
All right. They want to know if I smell any blacker.
No, just a little sweaty.
Dude, I didn't realize. I think that was part embarrassment.
I think it was too. It
was also part, Shady puts it down in that verse.
Yeah, but if you're just in a car and stuff, you don't really get red doing that shit. I think it was nervousness because there's like hundreds of people in here.
I was also kind of trying that time.
I think you should kind of try.
Like if you're in the car, you're not really trying, but if you're
you're
trying a little bit.
In the shower and in the car, I always try.
You go hard?
Yeah.
All right. You made Shaka Zulu proud. Damn right. Shaka was very proud of what happened right there. Look at him. He's dancing. He's so happy. Oh, he's dancing. Good Lord. You said black as fuck in the whitest way possible. Well, I am indeed white, so.
My boy Tozy.
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 It's kind of fun. It's like Tozy, but Tozy.
It's very cute.
I'll go with it. All right, guys, that's going to do it for tonight. What a great way to end the show with bars, as it were.
Yes.
Bars on bars. All right, we're going to get the hell out of here. April, thank you very much.
Thank you, Tozy.
We will be back again tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. Central Time. Join us for the morning show. Subscribe, hit the like button. You know all the rest.